I could be your pleasure, ain't trying to cause you pain. On this road of love, I'm driving you insane. You tapping on the brakes after the rain. Baby, I can be your sunshine, just let me explain. Ride around with that top down, your hair blow back like a supermodel. Diamonds in the face of my new Movado. Got the Stingray in a new Bravado. Your ex still pushing that blue Tahoe. Damn right, everything I do colossal. When I'm with you, it's like I won the lotto. Plus you a freak and you love the loving I give you, compare it to dope. So you gon' get hooked, just prepared to be soaked. The mattress so wet till we both start to float. Have you looking like you about to go on the stroke? Month past 5, so we still kinda new. You having regrets, but you on me like glue. Bad boyfriends, yeah, you had a few. Leave that bag at your home, I'm rolling with you.
Take off your roof and ride. I ain't like them other guys. Your girlfriend be hating, don't let them scrutinize. Cause on this road to love, it's just you and I. Foot on the pedal, ain't no sense of wasting precious time. Don't slow it down. Don't slow it down.
Love the way that you move, babe. Work your hips in that smooth way. Turning up with me on a weeknight. Club going up on a Tuesday. But I can sense a little tension. You're trying not to cause a collision. Your mind wanna see a yellow light, but your damn body ain't listening. Your girl throwing shade and you getting annoyed. She just in your ear to prevent you from joy. I provide you with gifts, she's still unemployed. With no man in her life and she's sitting on toys. Don't trip on a when they call me a flirt. Follow my lead, don't go in reverse. Got a pass or whatever, but I'm still not the worst. So don't waste your time trying to dig up some dirt. Hand on the wheel for them bumps in the road. When I'm out here on tour, I ain't fucking well. Make you the one, cause that's what you deserve. You rollin' with me, ain't no need to be scared. Don't hit the curb, switching up them lanes. Just keep on tailing me, girl, them other lanes.
Take off your roof and ride. I ain't like them other guys. Your girlfriend be hating, don't let them scrutinize. Cause on this road to love, it's just you and I. Foot on the pedal, ain't no sense of wasting precious time. Don't slow it down. Don't slow it down.
I'm not your lover and I'm not your friend. I'm something more that you can't comprehend. In this world of sin, shout out to Prince. You in that red Corvette, blacked out with 10. Keep up with me, you know damn well that you really with me. Have trust in me, I'ma always have you in luxury.
Take off your roof and ride. I ain't like them other guys. Your girlfriend be hating, don't let them scrutinize. Cause on this road to love, it's just you and I. Foot on the pedal, ain't no sense of wasting precious time. Don't slow it down. Don't slow it down.
Put your foot on the gas. Put your foot on the gas. Put your foot on the gas. Put your foot on the gas.
Just blank, erase. There's blank.
What's up, everybody? And you're rocking with the best of the best. Yes, yeah, man. Love that. Love having music videos perform or will play before the show starts. I think it's awesome. I think it's a fun way of getting the party started, getting the blood rushing. So, I'm all for it. But guys, thank you for being here early with me. We're waiting for everybody to start rolling in. Everybody should start rolling in another 10 minutes. But I like to have time with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Just takes me back to the Good Morning Grails days. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a little bit of music right there. Hope y'all all doing well. How was y'all weeks? How was it? How was y'all weeks? What kind of talking is that? How was everybody's week? That's what I'm trying to say. I think the week was pretty good. Thought it was definitely pretty good. Definitely, we got the horns up. That's right, Darkinator. That was Darkinator's band right there, Voyage of Slaves. Make sure you check them out on all platforms. Just, he's a rock god. What can I say? The man is a rock god for real. Definitely. We got Women 42 in the building. It says, what's up, everyone? Thursday greetings to all. Thursday greetings to you as well, my brother. Absolutely good to have you here. Definitely, we got myself in here. We also got Rusty in here. Rusty Bronco in the building. What is up, Rusty? How you doing, brother? Always good to have you here, bro. Definitely. Thank you for being here. We also got Del A in the building. Says, what's up? What up with you, brother? Good to have you here. Absolutely. Says also, what's up to everyone? Absolutely. Also got Chuck G in the building. What's up with you? Chuck G. What's good, BC? What's up with you? Chuck G. We got Master Darcy in the building. Said, what's up, BC? Got my Darth Maul in and caught up on Andor, so I'm doing great. Bro, I got to catch up with Andor. So is the season done? That was it, right? Because they were doing like multiple episodes a week, right? So y'all gonna be mad at me because I didn't finish last season. I got 2 episodes to watch from last season. Then I got to jump on this one, so I got my work ahead of me, so I'm gonna knock it out this week. I think I can knock it out this week for sure. Definitely. We got Pedro Lopez in the building. You got my girl up there. Yes, and more yes. Absolutely. We was talking about her last weekend. Speaking, we'll be talking about her this evening as well because they showed us that tease. That damn tease, man. I don't know. I think they full of shit. But we'll see. I hope they do. We're gonna talk about it tonight. I hope they do the whole new Avengers. I could say that now, right? I could say new Avengers because they kind of spoiled it. I think they should have left that out for another week and then popped up. Yeah, new Avengers. But anyway, I digress. Ash Chase in the building. What's up? What you said? What up, plastic crackheads? What's up with you, Lou? I see you in the back there, brother. I'm about to let you in a few minutes. See you working there. You probably working on some poses in the background. You know how Lou come in this joint killing the game, just sharp shooting mother You know what I'm saying? Definitely. He already getting ready. Like, he's shaking his head in the back. Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. Do your job. I'm doing it. I'm on my job. I wasn't on my job last week. Because I had to go see the movie. You know what I'm saying? Keith Bolivia in the building says 1 more week. Oh, so it's 1 more week. Okay, cool. So yeah, I definitely got to catch up. Said 3 more episodes to wrap up next week. Damn, they dropping 3 of them things. Okay. Noon Tune says, hello, everyone. Looking forward to the topics tonight. Yes. You just reminded me. I need to open up the topics for tonight. Because I try to be organized and have a show laid out. Sometimes we go completely off cue. But that's cool. That is cool. Let me see where it is. Boom, here we go. So tonight's topics, I might as well jump ahead before everybody starts piling in. So tonight's topics, we will be talking about the new Avengers line. We will also be talking about the Indiana Jones release. We'll also be talking about the Star Wars droid, because I'm going to I always call it the wrong thing. Droid Recca, whatever. Yeah, episode 1 droid. We're going to be talking about that tonight. There you go. Also, we're going to be talking about the tariffs. Definitely the tariffs. Toy buying agent and Toys Assemble. 2 overseas stores that I frequent with. They put up their explanation of the tariffs. So if you do buy from them, you're not only going to buy their prices. You're not only going to pay for day 1 prices. You're also going to pay for them tariffs. That's right. And it can be anywhere from 85 to 150. So drop that on top of the high markup. So yeah, lot of fun. Anyway, guys, want to bring this wonderful young man in there. Hold up. Before we do that, Rusty Bronco, yes, so the Dewback is in the house. Had to order Jabba. There you go. Yes, because yeah, man, my comic shop recently got the Dewback, so definitely they are coming. The Dewbacks are being shipped from Sideshow. Yet again, tariffs. So there we go. We got Jay Hunter Review in the building. Says, what's up, family? I'm going to stop buying from Toy Buying Agent for now, Jay. Yeah, I get it. I get it. We're going to talk about it way more tonight, bro, because I totally get it. You're gonna hear me say some things. It's gonna be like, really, Jay? Like, for real? But yeah. So got my Dewback, and I'm really impressed with that piece. I mean, that Dewback is looking good, definitely. We got Christopher Greaves in the building. Says, what up, BC? What's up, collectors? We got Charlie the Unicorn. Said, what the heck? Starting early? Bro, where you been? I've been starting early, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Charlie. We got Ash Chase said, Doomsday, what I've been hearing, you're not ready, LFG. Yeah, for sure. So he said, BC good friend Tim Cent will hook him up with some deals. He'll try. I don't know how much of a deal, for real. We'll see. If any. That starts says Sideshow is charging tariffs on Hot Toys already, around $20. That ain't bad considering. Definitely. All right, so guys, I'm gonna start bringing people in here. They have been waiting patiently in the back for me. Coming to the stage, we got this man, the myth, the legend, one of the greatest posers in our community. Great inspiration to all men. And we'll cut that ass if you provoke. Only if you provoke him. That's right. My fellow co-host. Well, not co-host. Well, I'm his co-host. Co-host of Half Shell Saturday, which we have not done in a long time. Tripod. I'm not calling him now. What's up, bro?
Someone said something about provoking.
There it is.
It's not even clean either, so you already know.
Damn, you're going to cut him and give him tetanus. Damn, bro.
Hey, listen, you're going to go out one way or another.
Damn, that's dark. What's up with you, bro?
How's brother? I'm gonna get
Oh, you got my figure.
Yeah, this right here, this is for all my Afro Americans, my Afro Latinos and regular Latinos, and this is the culture. This is the culture right here. They're not gonna get their masks on. No, not anytime. Not anytime soon. Not anytime soon.
No,
maybe for a
leave
shot,
them all.
but
yeah,
no,
bro, that's too awesome. That's such a great line, bro. That is amazing right there. That looks dope.
This is fire. But I'll tell you one thing that mine is missing, which I think you should check yours.
Okay.
On the eyes on Miles, they're not glossed. They're matted.
Really?
Yeah. Miguel's.
Wow.
I'm about to check Miguel's, but I remember Miguel's being glossed, but he's matted. And Hobie Railroad over here, he's glossed over. This boy is more glossier than Leberticus. I'm just saying.
That's weird. That's weird, bro.
Well, it's
definitely because there was a little weight on him as well, right?
Oh, there was a heavyweight, and that was due to the suit because the suits were tearing from the crotch area because it's sewn in tight. And real quick, I'm just gonna get this rant over with. This figure right here, the pre-order came out, I think, first before the black suit Spider-Man for Hono Studios.
Yeah.
You see that blue sheen, right?
Yes.
See the blue sheen? That's how you're supposed to do the black suit Spider-Man.
Yeah.
There's two suits in here. There's a very thin liner on the outside, and then there's an actual blue metallic suit underneath.
Oh, that's dope. Okay.
So they know how to do it. They were just being lazy with the shit.
Of course.
Lazy. Don't get me wrong. I love my black suit Spider-Man. But just imagine with the sheen. Just imagine with the sheen.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that definitely, dude, that looks amazing. Those look great. And that's from Sideshow, right?
All this is from Sideshow. I haven't gone outsourced to anybody else because I am not going to pay double the tariffs and double the taxes and double the shit that they have for anyway.
Yeah,
so
it's ridiculous.
When we get to the topic, we'll talk about it more. But yeah, man, he came in yesterday. I got him out. I got the black suit Spider-Man as you saw, and I got Miguel out. So my Spider-Verse.
You just waiting. So you just waiting for one more to complete that line, brother.
Oh no, he's gonna be here on Monday.
Oh shit! There we go.
I got tried for 3 Hottoys this week. So.
Oh wow, they hit you up.
Oh bro, they got me. They got me good. So Miles G will be here on Monday. The same thing with the Superior Suit Spider-Man. And what was the other one? I forgot what the other one was. I think it was a Star Wars figure. I think it was a Trooper.
Got you.
Yeah, because I still collect Star Wars. Yeah, Spider-Man's my stuff, but Andor and everything, like,
yeah,
something's gotta go. Something's gotta go. Jay, I'll ask for a hookup. Let me know if you need anything. You know what I mean?
Got you. Thank you so much for being here, brother.
Thank you for
coming to the stage. I based the whole show around this man's catchphrase. I usually treat him like Bart Simpson and having him do the line. And yes, Chris, we are online. We are live right now. We got 50 people watching it. So do the line.
Started early. Live exception.
No. You're supposed to say, "What's poppin', people?"
I know, right? If I did your line, it would just throw everything off. And I would just drop the mic from there. It's like, "Yeah, what's poppin', people?" Did I do it right? Got to play on my arms while I do it.
Right.
My wallet, my emotions.
Yes, sir.
What's going on these days? What is happening with my wallet? What is happening with my emotions? What is happening with this dewback that I got that has graced my collection? The thing is absolutely amazing. I recommend that everyone go and get one immediately, even if you have no place to put it. You can explain it to your loved ones later.
It's a plastic cat. It's a plastic cat.
It is glorious. It is absolutely glorious, and I'm sure everyone who has one on the way If you don't know of anyone who has one, go find someone who has one.
Yes.
And go and just cradle it. Just cradle it like a small lizard thing. But exactly, like an iguana. You know, I've been considering getting a pet iguana, so we'll see how that goes. But no, thanks so much for having me on. It's always exciting to talk plastic. There seems to be a lot going on and yet nothing going on at the same time. It's
true.
Very, very odd, but we'll get into it.
We'll definitely get into it. Always looking clean back there. Hold on, you can actually see. You can see the stormtrooper on the damn do-bag right behind you. Oh shit! There it is. Damn, that looks dope. See, and everybody thought I was getting rid of my Back to the Future 3 DeLorean, so I would just have money for Anakin. No, that may be coming home. That just may be coming home. We'll see what happens this weekend. It may be a wild weekend for Brother Cousins. We'll see what happens.
Shit.
Yes. But thank you so much for being here. Absolutely. I want to before we continue, I want to go through some names on the list real quick. We got Pedro Lopez in the building. Says sorry, Hot Toys and Mondo. I don't need your products that bad. F Trump. Yeah. Yeah. Blurred Dad Life in the building. So what up, BC and collectors everywhere? What's up with you, Blurred Dad Life? Always good to have you here. We also got How You Figure in the building. Love that logo. Says what's up, everyone? How you doing? Well, man, dude, how are you doing, brother? Love the work you're doing over there. Definitely keep it up, brother. Absolutely. Good stuff. Got Dele said, I haven't been tariffed yet from Sideshow. You will.
3-month-old figure.
Tariffed.
Everything that I got recently, tariffed.
That's what we calling it now. Wheels 305 in the building says, what's up, everyone? What up? Mitchell Lawrence says, what happened? I got to go through these fast because I got people waiting. Rusty Bronco in the building says, good news today. Tariffs are off for Britain and soon some others. They are coming to deals. They are coming. Other countries are coming to the board making deals. So it is looking. Things are looking up. At least this week, that can change from one moment to the next. Oh, so fucking exciting, isn't it all? Oh God. Anyway, the movie canon in the building. Gio, what's up with you, brother? Good to have you here, Gio. We got Miles Bennett Dyson in the building. Says, hello, fellow collectors. What up? Wish it good to have you here. Definitely. Charlie, what you say? He said, as long as no one as the kids say, phantom tax. You said phantom tax? I'm not cool anymore. So y'all gonna have to help me with that. Nobody else. Anyway, everybody just went quiet.
No one on this panel is cool. Just so you know,
Phantom tax.
Cool.
Phantom tax. We've been around the block a lot. You're not gonna trick me into saying something that I don't know.
Watch, I probably just got canceled. He's like, "Whoa, my God, he said it. What is it?"
Right. We got Brian Davies in the building. Said, still going to be tariff. And not just on things. There's no max deal on tariffs. Will remain at 143 on China. Oh God, just makes me so damn sad. Okay, I got to bring some people in, guys. We got a nice, good looking panel tonight. Coming to the stage, we got the man that I'm going to definitely need his help very, very soon. Very soon. Big Bro is definitely going to need this man's help very soon. This is the guy that transformed our collections in a big, major, and beautiful way. And that's right. He is the man. He is the myth. He is the legend. He is also crazy. My man.
Speak my language.
Pop Culture Living Room Costa in the building.
Oh, that's me?
I was going to say Randall, but I was like, should I say crazy or should I say Randall? Because Randall's like a different entity. You know what I'm saying?
He is.
Yeah, you know.
Collecting is
Randall's going to have his own show. We're going to do a toy talk with Randall. I don't know what it's going to start soon. I've been wanting to work on my puppetry, so we'll have a panel show with Randall.
That's going to be amazing. That's always fun.
Yeah, I just got to figure out a day and a time that I can do it.
Sign
Also, that it doesn't
up. Sign me up. I'll be there.
Oh, listen. You know, we're gonna take things and people to task, but in a fun way. So
I love being taken to task. Like, take me down a notch.
Like, well, yeah, there's gonna be roasting. There's gonna be you know, lots of roast. I think Randall loves to roast people, and hopefully they don't get you know, offended by being roasted. But yeah, there's gonna be a lot of yeah, we're gonna do a panel show with Randall. I just have to figure out what day. El Walker, thanks, man. I have to fix these cases. I've got I've discovered a new way to do the acrylic, the borders on these with you know, I discovered you could do it with spray painting the border, and I love this new technique that I've been doing, and I'm gonna replace all the stuff back there with that. But yeah, I'm excited. I canceled my due back because listen, it wasn't like so many other things have come out that I want more.
Yeah,
and I had
Back to the Future
like
2.
Yeah, no. We're gonna be working on that Snape tonight or tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of other ones, possibly some other artisans coming out.
Oh yeah.
Soon that I want. Yeah, so I had $200 in sideshow rewards on it that I got back.
Oh,
so now I got like 3+ to play with. So yeah, it's gonna be I still need to get Grievous. Grievous is gonna be on there. I'm hoping Darth Maul converts, and I'll use 100 for that and 100 for this, and then 100 for the Darth Vader. So that could, you know, be all paid off or almost all paid off. So yeah, gotta work the magic. So yeah. Do I want the do back? I think I said it. I don't know. Was it last week on this show? It was on somebody's show. I listen. On Monday, I got into a fight about toys. Lou, I don't think was there at the. Were you there, Lou?
No. I don't think
yeah, Michael.
He's like, no.
Figure pop. Oh man, I forgot what his channel's called. Figure in a box. I don't know. It's something.
Figure in a bubble.
Yeah. I just want to say to all the people out there, I am Greek. We have passion.
Yes.
I know my ethnic peoples out there, my Spanish people, my Latin people, my Mediterranean, the Italian, all of us with that hot blood. Sometimes we get passionate.
Hey.
And you know,
nothing wrong with passion.
And I just want to make it clear. I don't like fucking tariffs. I don't like when people say, "Oh, it's not that bad. It could have been worse." I don't like that because I feel like I know I'm buying it, right? And I'm getting like this guy. I already had him. You know,
Ooh.
ordered and paid off, and then I get like hit, you know, with a $25 tariff on.
I just love how you just whipped that out. Like, yeah, I mean,
well, this
like,
guy got no tariff,
just casual.
So
look at this guy. Who is this guy? No wonder you're not getting a fucking do back.
Listen, I have been strategically paying these off.
That's how you
like
do it.
I've gotten into a pattern. Like Pennywise, the sideshow Pennywise is coming next week.
Nice.
2 weeks after that is Artisan Jack Sparrow. So listen, I'm not loaded.
No.
You know, I got 4 kids.
Yep.
You gotta, you know, you gotta work it out. You can't get everything, even though I want everything. Why can't I have everything?
We can't.
Jesus.
No
Why
matter what.
Why? Well, we might lose democracy over it, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, I want to say that I feel like if you say that when you get a tariff thing and you say, "Oh, it's not too bad," I feel like we're giving in. Like it should be zero. It should be zero.
I paid $45
and all these deals, all these deals that are being made didn't have to be made. They're probably going to be the same thing we did before. And from what I heard with the UK deal, it's only the automotive industry. There are other things that need to cut, like regular people stuff, not Rolls Royces and Jaguars and shit. Regular people stuff, where most of it is from China.
That's right. We're gonna get back onto that. We got it.
Anyway,
we got people in the back.
Sorry.
What am I gonna get?
I know the hardest working man's probably back there too, right? We're second brother. I feel so sad for him. I saw that his things today. His picture.
That was wild. You guys tell us about that.
We're gonna talk about that. We're definitely
so sad. If he wants help, I'll come down there. We'll rebuild. We will rebuild.
We're gonna need you. Like real talk.
Real. I'll come down.
Real talk. So
we'll set it all up, make it all nice.
Coming to the stage.
Oh, Howard collects too.
Coming to the stage. OneSixthScaleMan. Well, OneSixthScaleMan looks like he's posing. I'm gonna give you two more. I'm gonna give you a couple more minutes. We're gonna bring in Howard. Coming to the stage, we got my pusher man, my good friend, my local, my DMB brother. That's right. We got Howard Collects, Gideon in the building. What's up with you, brother?
What's up? Peace and love.
Absolutely, brother. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing all right. Can I take this moment to do a little hot take? Can I curse?
You can curse
a little bit. Okay. Fuck you, Pop Collectibles.
Oh wow! I didn't know you was gonna say that.
Stealing my money, bro. You owe me over $1,000 for an Anakin figure I never received. And so let me explain to you guys.
Yeah, because hold on real quick. I'm gonna turn the music off so they can really hear you. Hold on, because we all
they're probably trying to give them a store credit too. Those motherfuckers.
Okay. Listen, the store credit got me in the beginning. So let me just say, so I bought the Apex cases. They couldn't ship it because I ordered too many. So they were like bullshitting me around. They sent me a label that they were going to ship it. They never did. And then I was like, I came to the conclusion, maybe there are too many cases for the size. It's not worth them sending it all the way over here to me. So I canceled it. They were like, oh, we'll give you store credit. This was like last year. So I was like, okay, cool. So that was the first thing, the money that I let them keep. Then it was the Star-Lord, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes.
I ended up canceling that. They capped that money and was like, hey, give you store credit. You added it up. Okay. So then when the Anakin, when that came on my radar, I was like, okay, let's put on my chips on this Anakin, right? And already they had like around 1,000, maybe a little bit more. So I was like, let's put all the chips on this Anakin, right?
Yeah.
So Anakin, now we're fast forwarding to now. Anakin releases. They sent out that message everyone saw on their website, their Instagram, saying, oh, batches. Why am I not in the first batch? Or one of the first batches? Yes. They've at least done 3 or 4 batches. And they were like, well, we'll push you through the front because, you know, my boy BC or whatever, we know him, and, you know, we'll do right by you because we have your money, right? And so the figure was going for that price, and I actually paid for shipping and everything for the Anakin. So I'm like, oh, I'm about to get the Anakin. Anakin releases. They're like, oh, hold on. You're not in that batch. So I was like, okay, second batch. You're not in that batch. I was like, what batch am I in? Because it's releasing. Everybody's getting theirs but me, and I've paid you over a year ago. So like if I pre-ordered, why haven't you fulfilled the batch? There's only supposed to be 3,000 of them, right? So then even to this day, I still haven't received it. So they were being assholes about it. Like the fact that I was inquiring about like the Anakin, they were like, yo, chill out, calm down. They literally said this to me, like in the email. They told me to calm down about my money that they've received over $1,000 for one figure, that I put all these different pre-orders onto this one figure. These motherfuckers, I told them, look, I'm going to call my bank. They're like, okay, don't call your bank. So I called my bank because they were dicking me around. And then they were like, yo, try to put a cease and desist and be like, yo, we're not gonna fulfill that order if you call your bank. So if you drop the case or the claim, we'll give your money back or figure. So I was like, all right, cool. I asked them, hey, where's my money? Because I don't want the figure, because everybody and their grandmother has it. They're even selling it for less. Like Toys Assemble has it for $900 now, and I paid way over, I paid almost $1,100 for it. So the dude stopped responding to me.
Oh wow.
And then my bank is familiar. Like, well, it's on their end because I did the pre-order last year. My bank can't even go back and recuperate that money. So it's really up to them to just be nice and be like, here's your money. So I'm telling people, do not fuck with Pop. Go anywhere else. Go to Toys Assemble. Go to Ray. Go to the other Ray. Go to Sideshow. Go wherever. Go to what's your boy BC? Right. Toys Buying Agent. Anybody but Pop. They're scumbags, bro. I actually calculated the money, and it's only just to let you guys know one last thing. It's one person. Like when Pop Collectibles first came out for me, when I started getting them on my radar, I felt like it was a whole business, like Sideshow and all that. No. It's one dude who's a reseller. It's one dude who's a reseller, and I hope he sees this shit, because if I'm out of $1,000, but you're about to be out of millions when people stop fucking with you.
Well,
you stole my money.
I had the same problem. Like I had a figure that first things first, they have no policy is on their website.
Correct.
So you assume you can cancel, you assume that you could do whatever, but you can't. I spent 3 months trying to cancel something and not responding, whatever, and then they say, oh, get us on Instagram. That's where we'll get you. We'll talk to you. And then they're like, how about store credit? And I'm like, I don't want store credit. I just want my money back. You dumb it. So yeah, Pop Collectibles, horrible. Screw them.
It's very. It's very. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Chris. I'll let you pop in. I just wanted to say this. It's very unfortunate. It definitely is. And I bought in a couple things from Pop Collectibles before. Back in the day. Around the Toys Wonderland, and during the Toys Wonderland days, during the earlier part in the pandemic, and I had a little snafu with them. They did fix it, so I want to be completely transparent with that. They did fix that for me, and we were cool, and I was cool with them from that point on. But I didn't go back and buy from them because I had heard similar things with other people, so I just try to stay clear. Anybody that I buy from on the regular, I mean, my thing is this: you may pay, but you're going to get your stuff and you're going to get it in a record time. This thing that they did with you, it seems like they had your money. They had your money, and they knew, okay, we got your money.
They were trying to fulfill other orders before mine. Because they already had my money.
Exactly, which is totally fucked up. That's ridiculous.
That's crazy.
That is ridiculous. I do want to give a shout out to the man, the myth, the legend that's been waiting patiently in the background, hardest working man on YouTube, Lael OneSixthScaleMan. How are you doing, my brother? I also want to give you a full screen. I gave everybody a full screen. I can't not give you the full screen. And that motherfucking jean jacket is fire, bro. Let me, dude. I'm gonna have to, you gonna have to hook me up.
Is that Guns N' Roses?
Yeah, Guns N' Roses, bro. I got this Sydney, Australia. You look at the back of that. Got Guns N' Roses.
That's dope.
That's dope.
Yeah,
bro.
And G and all my shit. That is
appreciate that, man. I got this about 2017, around that time. when I went to visit my daughter. So yeah, man. Yeah, I'm hearing all these horror stories, man. I'm like, yeah. Listen. I used to get from overseas. I mean, I used to buy from Toys Wonderland. I used to buy from different places, but I just decided not to anymore because number one, I'm not a reviewer, so I don't do reviews. It's just not in the realm. I didn't get enough traction on my videos even back then to really do it. So I was just like, you know what? There's too many individuals out there doing it and they're doing it well. So I'll just stay away from it. Not a space for me to be in. So I patiently look. I deal with both Ray from Underground, Ray from Hogwarts Toys, and I get impeccable service from both, and it's well worth the wait. I don't have to be first in line. When I get it, and they always keep you informed.
Yes.
Speaking of which, Ray from Hogwarts hit me up this morning. Wasn't to tell me about a figure, bro. Wasn't to tell me about what's coming or whatever. It was just to see what's up. He knows that I've been, dealing with some things, and he just wanted to see what's up. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm talking about. He talks to you like a human being.
Absolutely.
That's the same with Ray over there at Underground. Human being. It's not. They're collectors with empathy. And they're distributors with empathy. And he's legit. Like they're definitely what's going on, King Dingley. They definitely legit. I just don't have a level of trust overseas, bro. I don't. I don't have a level of trust overseas. Number one, I feel bad for how companies are investing in. It's sort of like, you damn well. It's almost like it looks like a sweatshop, bro, because they hire individuals to stand in line, even old women, to stand in line to get these figures, bro, and they're probably giving them pennies for it, man. And I'm like, you know what, an exchange hand figure like that, and I'm seeing the conditions of people out there struggling, bro. I'm not doing that. That's just not something I'm going to invest in. So it is what it is. I reluctantly, and here's the thing, bro. I have nothing against Kit, but it was the only way that I can actually get, the Catwoman at that particular time, a certain pieces. So you have to go, but you got to pick your spots. So I'll go through Kit. I'll go, TNS and, all those other companies, but Pop Collectibles will never, ever get my money, bro. I never went through them anyway. I've never got a piece from them. I've never, but they'll never get my money. And that's just based off of affiliations. I'm sorry. Not you, Justin, but you know. You know what I mean? If you know. There's one individual out there who's a snake in the fucking grass, and I don't deal with him. And because of that, I'm just sorry. Guilty by association. So, yeah, I just, it's just not my cup of tea. I would advise Howard, man, I'm sorry that you had to go through that bullshit, bro. Because that is absolute bullshit. There should have been a level of transparency in those conditions. Hell, even fucking Sideshow will give you a level of transparency by sending you a message, even if there's a credit that they got to give you back. They'll be like, hey, we need you to change your payment option to get this credit back. You know what I mean? Or however it may be. You know what I mean? These companies out overseas, bro, it's like Russian roulette. You rolling the dice to see what you're going to get half the time. And that's the dangerous part of it, bro. So that's why for me, I just choose not to fuck with them on that level. Not everybody, and I'm not saying it's everybody out there, but I just choose not to. Toys Buying Agent, I got, a couple, that's who I got my Mysterio from. And that shit came like that. And it was on a decent rate. You know what I mean? So that's, again, it's a matter of picking your spots. But right now, I'm just living in that space where I'd rather just wait and get it here. I'm not in a rush. When I get it, and it will suit my display when I can. I'll take my little figure photography. I'll do my little take your position episodes, and that's it. You know what I mean? Like but it's sad that we have to live in that space right now, bro. So I was about to say condolences, but it's condolences to your money at this particular point, bro. That's some bull.
It is
shit. If you have to miss that much money, man. So I'm hoping. I'm hoping that they're nice enough and gracious and show you a level of grace, extend you some grace, and be like, you know what, through everything that's going on here.
At the end of the day, it's $1,000, and that is not a little bit of money. I mean, even if it was $5, that's money. That's your money, and they need to make that right. They definitely need to make that right, no matter what. And I mean, what I do know, the little that I know about that company, they were at least getting people their shit. They may not get it to you in as fast as a 10 cent, but they were giving people their shit. And knowing that the volume that you have bought from them, they need to give you your shit. They need to definitely give you your shit. And that's one of the biggest things here. Like Lael said something that made a lot of sense. Even with Toy Buy an Agent, even with Toys Assemble, which I have used, which we'll probably use again sometimes. It's in some point, honestly. I mean, everybody knows that. But the thing of it is, even with them, as good as they are, and I've been buying from Toy Buy an Agent since he was 10 cent on eBay. Before I was even buying stuff from Sideshow. We're talking 2009. So I feel I do feel a little safer with that. But here's the thing: if you run into any problems with anything that you buy online, anything, even if it's from a reputable a good seller, getting it exchanged and getting it exchanged and all that is a pain in the ass. It's not going to be as smooth as it is getting it stateside. It's just not. That's just what it is. So with that being said, that's that. Before we jump on that, I do got a couple of things I want to do. I want to give a shout out to Blur Dad Life. Thank you for the $2 bomb. Says FYI Sideshow has added a pay as you want option. Jesus.
Yep.
Did not know.
Well, what if I don't want to pay?
They were like, then you don't get your fucking figure. Also, we got Quality TYV. Said, bro, Hot Toys gave me a sculpted Hot Toys give me a sculpted Anakin. That's a threat. It probably will be. Brian Davies says, technically, if you buy from the UK and find a store that sells figures under the new British American deal, you might be able to buy from British stores and not pay a tariff. There's always a way. There's always a way. Always a way.
Appreciate that, Brian Davis.
Absolutely.
So we went back to the original way. Like no tariffs. But it was like 2% before, something like it was very low,
right? And
they moved it up to 10. So yeah,
crazy. Brick Artemis in the building. What's up with you, Brick? Always good to have you here. And of course, we got Roach with a jacket. Love that. What's up, best of the best? How's everyone doing tonight? Hope you're doing well, sir. Absolutely. Definitely. I do want to play something real quick before we continue, guys. So I got the Darth Vader Sith Apprentice. Yes, I got that. Speaking of buying overseas and all that other type of stuff, I was able to get that. But the thing that y'all didn't know, this young lady, Mama Cousins, kind of, I'm not going to say she forced me to buy it. That would be a lie. Didn't say she would force me to buy it, but she strongly encouraged me, which she never does. Because she has a big love affair for Anakin. She's like a schoolgirl when it comes to Hayden Christensen. So what we did was, before I did my unboxing video, I actually did a prior unboxing with her. So when this when the damn computer actually starts to load the video, we will play the video. Here it is. So here is the video of Mama Cousins opening. Okay, Mom, so you're a Hayden Christensen fan. You met the man. Now, what do you think about the box, the outside box of this Japanese exclusive?
I think it's extraordinarily beautiful. I like it a lot. The colors are just setting it off, the background. Everything about it is very, very interesting, and I like it. The art is beautiful.
Now, that's just the first, that's just the top layer cover. Let's go through and look at the other inside cover. Okay, so now that we've taken the top layer off, what do you think about that cover right there? I think it looks badass.
It is, you're right, it's badass. It looks just like him. It's very, very interesting.
Let me pull this off for you. What do you think about that?
Whoa!
This is one of Hot Toys DX.
This is amazing.
Beautiful, right?
Absolutely beautiful. It is worth every dime.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, she hasn't even seen the figure yet.
I don't care. I love the box. All of it. It's
Damn.
extraordinary. They put a lot of work into this.
Okay. Now, what do you think?
Whew. This looks exactly like him. The hair, his cheekbones. It's him.
Just as a vampire, right?
Oh, yeah. It's Hayden, but still evil Hayden, but it's him.
Wow. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, she's met the man. She's met him twice. So, yeah. Her saying this, yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is beautiful.
It is.
Yes.
It's a work of art.
Yes, it is.
They did a good job.
Yes, they did.
Yep. So yeah, that was Mama Cousins doing her little unboxing, her first unboxing review of the Darth Vader Sith Apprentice. She loved it. So happy Mother's Day, Mom. Happy Mother's Day, Mama Cousins. So definitely. She had fun with that. Cool. She definitely had fun with that. And no, we don't talk about those things, Charlie. We don't talk about those Maybe not worth the retail pennies. I had to tell her that. Maybe not worth that much, but yeah, definitely. Oh, thank you so much, bro. I'm sure she loves to hear that. She loves to hear that. Definitely. Thank you, Lumi. Thank you, guys. Definitely. Going back to our conversation, I want to talk about the tariffs real quick. Thank you, guys. Yeah, so we did see this talking about the companies, overseas companies. Speaking of them, we have this from Toys Assemble. Toys Assemble and Toy Buying Agent put this up earlier this week about the 145% tariff, meaning that if you're already buying these things day one or whatever the price is overseas, or even this, sometimes you're able to catch deals. You're actually able to catch a better deal from Toys Assemble if you're able to catch it. Once you buy from them, you pay the shipping. You're also, let's say you wanted to buy Indiana Jones. If you bought Indiana Jones from them this week, and you just had to have it, you were going to pay like $394.
Yeah, like $94.96.
On top of that, once it hits the States, you're looking at $80 to $150 on top of it. So you're probably going to be paying about $560 for one figure. That shit crazy. That shit is crazy. I want to throw it back to you, Lael. Your thoughts on this? I do like the fact that they're putting this up front and not hitting people up with with surprises.
They don't have a choice. That's the problem, man. I mean, it's not the problem, and I appreciate the transparency. They're just not slapping this stuff on, as far as costs. And then here's the thing: is like Toys Assembled, man. I was looking at their stuff, and I'm very tempted, but I was like, I can't. A good conscience right now do anything, but I do appreciate the transparency. Yeah. They're letting you know.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure that they, pretty much live up to the expectation at that point. You know what I mean? So I'm glad they're doing it. You know what I mean? It's unfortunate that we live in this space with this bullshit. And hell no, me being non-submissive is not investing my money overseas right now, bro. It's not. I'm not doing that. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm never going to be, submissive to this bullshit. I'm never going to be submissive to this legislation. I'm never going to be dismissive to the motherfuckers who's sitting in the offices right now. I'm not. It'll never happen, bro. And I can care less who hates me, unsubscribes from my channel. It's the real shit. It's some bullshit because it's affecting both parties. Y'all don't want to admit that shit, but it is. It's infected both fucking parties. And this is what we're subjected to. Because it's not just about figures, bro, in this aspect of it. If you basically, put it this way. If you go, say for instance, you go to buy furniture. Yeah. you're getting smacked, bro, right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's nah, man. It's what's gonna happen is a lot of these companies, and probably I wouldn't be surprised right now if Howard's sitting back like, yo, he's gonna take a hit. Because there's gonna be a lot of motherfuckers that's gonna bow out of this shit for good and be like, yo, I am absolutely done. So for anybody to basically say, oh man, it's not that bad, that's a very insensitive statement to make.
It really
is. It's a
Right
very
on.
insensitive statement.
Right
to make
on.
because it's not okay. It's not going to be all right. And that's being completely dismissive of ignorance, man. You can't do that shit. It's not going to be okay. It really isn't. Because every time we say it's going to be okay, then we find out the very next fucking day, okay, there's been another percentage tacked on. And here's the thing. You know what pissed me off more than anything this weekend? I mean, this week in general? Is when I hear basically you sit up there and then say we're gonna put 100% tariffs on entertainment, on fucking movies if you film over fucking seas, bro.
Yeah.
Literally? Are you fucking kidding me, man? Like literally. Now you're attacking entertainment, saying that we need to bring up, mind you, bro. Yes, we do have Hollywood studios and studios over here. We have Atlanta, we have different studios. Yes, there is a decline in what we actually get. I get that, bro. But that's not the move to fucking make. Not to try to force somebody's hand.
Yeah.
Nah, it's just some bullshit, bro. So this is what I'm saying. Like this right here, what we're seeing, the level of transparency that these companies are providing. I commend you for it. Thank you very much. I mean, you know, for at least for those who buy overseas, you're doing them a favor in providing the proper information and allowing them to decide whether or not they want to go through it or not.
Exactly.
But chances are some of them will say, you know what, just for the transparency, we're still going to stick with you. We're still going to rock with you because at least you let us know, and that's saying more than anything else.
I feel a couple of ways about it, and layout, that was beautiful, you know, straight up, bro. I do feel a couple of ways about it personally, like, and I'm trying not to, I sometimes fall to be a hypocrite sometimes. I know, and that happens. I'm human. I get weak. I like to collect and I love my stuff. But my thing is this though. I do think continue to buy with these high prices, it may send the wrong message. If you know what I mean. That's like, because it's like, okay, if they're willing to pay this extra tariff, extra, we can keep raising it. And these are the, you know, the companies that we do buy from over there. They're like, we can continue to jack it up. And it's like, it's going to keep going up until you just can't. It's like, how high, how much more can you pay? How much more? And it's just not, we're getting priced out
anymore, bro.
Right. Yeah. It's not feasible.
It's not feasible anymore. It's not feasible. Like I said, if you look at it's already like, okay, I'm paying $50 to get it here shipped quicker. Okay, pay $60 to get it shipped. Okay, this one is. It's like, where do you draw the line? Where do you stop? You know, because you're already paying way over retail for it, and then you're getting slapped with another fee of $80 to $150. It's just too much. It's just too much. I'm gonna throw it to you, Gideon, because I know me and you, we both buy. So I just wanted to, you know, get your thoughts on this.
Well, first, let me quickly say I'm not pre-ordering shit this year. Even figures that I want, I just like after Pop put that bad taste in my mouth. I rather wait to releases and pick and choose and get it day one. But based on this. Talking about this whole tariff thing, I got it. So I got this email. I posted it on my Howard Collects Instagram page, what they said to me. They even followed up with a text me personally today and said, hey, are you still interested? Are you sure you want to buy this? And I responded, yeah, like still send it. And then they responded, thank you for your quick response. And they're going to send it even after I paid them. So they're giving you an extra way to back out at the last second if you have second thoughts, even if you already paid for it. They're willing to refund you before they finally ship it out to you, which I thought that was cool. Yeah. So I did get the Anakin. I think there were two different versions at the time. One was 309. I think that was the regular one. And then the deluxe one with the base, that one was 323. And then they charged me for shipping to get it to DC is $80. And so that brought it up to about, like what you were saying, 394, 396.
Yeah.
And then so when it does come here or hit the ports here, I guess I don't know what's going to happen next, like how they're going to get me to pay the tariff. I don't know if they're going to reach out to them and then they're going to charge me, or they're going to get my information at the port. Or I don't know how that works. I've never done it like that before, but I'm prepared to pay. I mean, I think this figure is dope. It's like one of their first figures of this year with like leather goods, leather shoes, leather jacket. So I had to, bring him home, but I had to pass on a lot of other figures for this year. And I'm going to keep up with that trend. Like I'm going to start being very selective about which figures I buy. I'm probably going to buy, like, for the rest of this year, I know I'm getting the Wolverine, but after that, I don't really know what else.
Yeah. No,
And one more thing real quick.
Yeah.
NART finally sent me an email, said they're going to ship out my Paul Atreides.
Oh, wow. Oh, good.
Nice.
On May 15th.
Nice.
Did you get it? You got it through them?
Yeah, but they said, I did, Leo, but they sent me an email like a week or so ago saying that they're going to try to get out to me by May 15th.
Wow.
That's I wait a minute.
It's been a while.
You pre-ordered through them.
Day one.
From day one.
Yeah.
Bro, I have my okay.
Yeah.
I've had this shit here for like 4 months, bro.
It's been a minute. Yeah.
It's been a long time,
That's
bro.
right, because they released it towards the beginning of the year.
I've had this shit, for like months.
Leo, he didn't get the influencer badge. Come on.
I'm not a. Yeah, that's the thing, bro.
They said I got the later batch. So I don't know if that's a good thing.
How? If you ordered day one, I ordered the day that shit went up. That's when I ordered it.
I was bugging them too. I've been bugging Pop about my money, and I've been bugging NR or Queen Studios about my Paul Atreides. Like, I want that Snape, that Professor Snape, but I don't know. I might just wait for it to come out next year and then just pay whatever the fee is going to be to get it.
Absolutely.
I don't know about that one.
Why?
Because I don't think they're gonna make. Because I think it's one of they're like the metal that they have it listed under is like one of their lower end. I believe it's not like the platinum whatever. I have a feeling this one's gonna be a hard one to get because Snape is just one of those characters,
and he died
from those movies. And I mean, I don't think it's going to go the way that these young Harry Potter and Hermione and Ron are going, because you can still get the rooted one. Somebody will throw it up for like $4.95 or whatever, and you can grab one. I think Snape is going to be one of those ones that, look at it. If it comes out like that.
Are you guys doing a video? Because I think the pre-orders start tomorrow, right?
Tonight. Oh yeah. Well, in China, it's like 9:00 in the morning right now in Hong Kong. So at some point, they're going to be, announcing it. But I don't want to tell you what to do. I don't know what's going to happen.
Do you know if it's going to be?
There might be a
worldwide?
$500 tariff coming on. Like the only two places I would trust with this. And I know some people don't like the second place, but like Spec Fiction, they'll be the last ones to get it. You're the last one to get it anyway from the manufacturer.
I know, bro.
So does it really matter? Or Kit, like Kit will have it, but
already.
I've gotten just about all my NR stuff. I've either gotten from Kit or Ray. So I would even go that route.
Okay.
Because the other thing is the de minimis thing has been changed. So like now we're getting charged for anything under $800. Before, if it was under $800, there wasn't a tax or a tariff on it, and now that changed on like May 6th. And so anything, that's why Kit hasn't popped anything or sent anything to the US, because he's trying to figure out that de minimis, who's going to get, how they're going to pay it, who's going to, you know, who, because he doesn't want stuff to come here and then like get shipped back. But
that would be a
like,
shit show,
right? Wouldn't that be crazy?
That would be a total shit show.
But I feel I'm sorry that wait, what were you talking about? Tariff. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, tariffs. No, I'm done.
I'll wait for my turn.
You
go
can,
ahead,
I mean, you go. I mean,
Lou or Chris.
I'll give it to Chris. Chris, we want to talk. Just your thoughts on tariffs, and while he's up here, Snape, we can talk about him as well.
My thoughts on tariffs: buyer beware. I mean, we talked about this many months ago, that the pressures of tariffs would be a collective stress.
Yes.
Again, everything in this room, the cases, all the IKEA cases, the lights, the figures that go in them, all of it comes from China. All of it. And that's just the stuff in this room.
Yep.
It's not the stuff in the rest of my house. It's not the clothing. It's not the everything. And you could make, the argument that, well, everything shouldn't come from, these set locations, but the reality is they do. And they're not going to come from right here in the United States anytime soon. It's just, let's just get over that fairy tale. However, this has placed a lot of businesses, placed everyone really in kind of an untenable position. Businesses specifically, they can't plan, because the ground is constantly shifting under their feet.
Yeah.
And so I personally feel bad for, I feel bad for Kit, because I've ordered things from Kit before, so, solid retailer. I feel bad for the Rays. Ray from Hogwarts, Ray from Underground, because, small businesses, and they're getting hit with this, as well. I feel bad for Sideshow.
Yeah.
Again, because Sideshow doesn't have that many people behind it. I don't know how many people know that, but Sideshow, it's not a massive operation. It's a small team of individuals over there at Sideshow Collectibles. So this is just an unfortunate situation all around, but it's also, it's just not sustainable. Like, something has got to give. And one would think that calmer heads would have prevailed, and that common sense would have prevailed by now.
Right.
And the fact that it has not is alarming, to say the very least. So I'm still holding out hope that this is going to get resolved. I'm still holding out hope that everyone is, not to say that everyone's learned their lesson, but that people will walk away and, we'll get back to some sense of normalcy. Or if we're cutting deals, then we're cutting deals that get us right back to where we were, but slightly better. And then again, people will be okay. Everyone came away a winner, and the world won't come to a grinding halt. Otherwise, we're really going to start to see, it's going to ramp up here in the next few weeks, the effects of this.
Absolutely.
You're going to go to buy a shirt, and you're not going to find the shirt in the size that you need. Nothing's going to be, on the shelves. And, these are toys. These are, these are not necessities. But when I got that due back, I thought to myself, I'm like, all right, I have a lot of figures. What's my end game? Because if I had to stop today, would I be fine? Would I be okay?
Yeah.
And the answer is yes. Would I be sad? Yes, I would be. I would be saddened. But these prices we're seeing, I can't get down with these prices. I can't.
No.
I can't get down with these prices. The fact that I paid an extra $45 for my due back, I could do other things with that $45.
Yes. Yes, man.
I could buy 2 bags of groceries, 3 bags of groceries. I could, I could save it.
You could buy a carton of eggs.
Hey, eggs here are $3.50.
Chris, instead of $30, you should be happy with your $2. You should be happy with $2 instead of the $30.
Well, if this keeps up, that's all I'll be able to afford is $2.
The funny thing is, when I saw that, oh my god, when I saw that come across the news the other day, I actually ran out the room, and I actually went to mom and I was like, turn off the TV. That is it. I actually commanded her to turn off MSNBC. Like, yeah, turn it off. I can't do it. Because I was like, this is now a personal attack. It's always been a personal attack. But it just, that was like the last straw. Anyway. Wow. But Chris, also your thoughts on this wonderful figure.
I am so close to pre-ordering this figure. It's insane. I am so close to doing it because of all the Harry Potter characters. This one was my favorite. It was my favorite character from the book. Definitely my favorite character from the films. And the fact that his character was just misunderstood from the beginning,
right?
And by design, and you realize that he's one of the heroes of this story. And the fact that Alan Rickman did such an amazing job with this character. I mean, every time I see this figure, I can hear, Alan Rickman and his portrayal of the character and how well he delivered those lines. He was just deliciously, I wouldn't say deliciously evil, but he was snarky. I will say that. He was deliciously snarky. Clearly, fame isn't everything, is it, Mr. Potter? But I think this turned out, like, this is some next level stuff right here. Like this, if it comes out looking like this, I mean, it looks just like Alan Rickman. It looks just, and the hair, they had to nail the hair on this because, as I've said before, this character is known for his hair, and
yes,
they had to nail it. And I think that they've done a bang up job. And if I get any Harry Potter figures, it will be this one.
Absolutely. It looks fantastic. Want to go to you, Lou. Your thoughts on tariffs, and also this wonderful figure right here.
All right. I'll go backward. So the figure is immaculate. If I was in the proper financial place to lock this one in, come later tonight or tomorrow, I would. Because this actor, he helped push Harry Potter films and helped tell a story. Even though if you didn't read the books but you saw the films, you kind of was is he Slytherin? Is he like the mastermind behind all the plots? Not knowing that he is the anti-hero, if you will, or the person who is the protector of the one who is to become, the one who defeats Voldemort, which we all got turned for a loop when we found out who was really supposed to, kill Voldemort. But the head sculpt is immaculate. The rooted hair looks on point. And if Paul Atreides is anything to talk about, or Gandalf, hell, Henry Cavill's Superman, InArt's got it.
Yeah.
InArt's got it. Yep. And the tailoring looks nice. It's a robe. If you mess that up, you ain't got much of a tailoring, group in your facility. But they nailed it. So on that, do I want to get it? Yes, and then I'll collect all the other guys because I can relatively get everyone else, whether rooted or non-rooted. Doesn't matter to me either way. But this one in particularly is something that I would love to grab right now, but I can't financially. And that's going to the original first question, which is the tariffs. Now, the tariffs is affecting everything, not just figures. Everything. Because 98% of what we consume come from China. That's the clothes we wear, the socks, shoes, toothpaste, mouthwash, deodorant, everyday stuff, your utensils, things that you use every single freaking day. This is just the hobby portion. So you know what happens when hobbies, when shit gets real? Because this is getting real.
Yeah.
Hobbies start to die.
Yep.
And you have to take care of what's important. Granted, if you look back, and you still see, I got plenty of boxes. I got plenty of figures. I still got plenty of figures here as I'm messing around and futzing around with all this stuff. Can I stop and be content with what I have? Of course. And as a collector, is no different than, like, they say in the chats, plastic crackheads, we addicted to this. You know what I mean? And that's because we want the new. We want the better. We want the ultimate figure where we could say, okay, I'm done. Right?
Yep.
I would say that if I could stop now and just say, like all this is getting way out of hand, I'll cancel all 5 pages of Shy Show pre-orders. All 5 pages.
Damn.
Cancel all of that. Take that hit versus paying the hit that I'm going to pay for. That's like paying double the NRD, because you're paying to get it and you're paying to lock it in, and then you pay it to receive it. It's crazy. It's crazy. So when you think about it, as a collector, being that if you look at your collection right now and say, if I stop now, would that tarnish what I have here? And I'm going to answer it for you. It's for every single person who is collecting and still collecting now and has been collecting for the past 10, 15 years or just started this year. Listen to me. You can be content with what you have.
Yes. Absolutely.
Period.
Absolutely.
Period. Yep. There's plenty of photographers that will have that one figure that just can't put down. There's plenty of people who have that one fidget toy that they can't stop fidgeting with. You know me. I'm into Power Rangers, Ninja Turtles, and Spider-Man, Deadpool. Those are my things. Those are the ones that I like hardcore, like collect. But if I stop now, would it hinder anything? No. If anything, it will be a blessing in disguise. Because that means more money for more important things, more money for emergencies, more money for anything under a cloudy day or a cloudy season. Because believe you me, sometimes we have bad days and sometimes we have bad seasons. And right now we're going through a season that may last more than just a season.
And that's the thing, where we're at right now, it's all about collecting responsibly. It's about really choosing what you want in your collection. The days of us, listen, I'm not one to talk. It's your money. We're all adults here. Hopefully people that watch the channel are adults and ain't just kids with their parents' credit cards just listening to us and buying shit. I hope that's not going on. If it is, with the parenting, it's a thing. But everybody that watches, I would think, looking at the analytics, most of the people that watch this show are adults and got adult money. So it is up to you what you want to do with your money. If you want to do this tariff, you need it that bad, by all means do what you want to do. If you want to spend, a certain amount of money on something, that is up to you. But life got a way of lifing and throwing monkey wrenches in your plan. I'll tell you some real shit. As soon as I got that Anakin, want to know what happened to me? I was like, man, I got everything paid. I got a lot of stuff paid off. I got everything cool. I got everything good. Everything paid off. Everything cool. I got my cars together. I put brakes on my cars front and back, and I was like, damn near $2,000 right there. I'm good. Damn engine light came on in my truck, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh shit. Oh god. And come to find out, it was a minor issue. But you gotta really save up for a rainy day. And and money is I'm at 40 plus years old, I'm still learning how to respect money. And the reason why, because there was a time when I didn't have a kid. There was a time I lived in an apartment and I didn't give a fuck. I was doing whatever I wanted to do. When I had that kid in childcare, home repairs, having a older parent, all that shit. That's real shit. That's real life shit. And real life will hit you out of nowhere, out of no damn where. So I'm still learning to plan. I'm telling you this because I know people say like, oh, you sell it. I'm learning about you and learning about money, and being financially responsible is a real thing. It really is.
Yep.
It definitely really is. So yeah, that's I say that just to say that's what it is. Do what you want to do with your money, but be cautious. Really, definitely be cautious. Want to go to you, Costa? Just rounding this whole thing out. We already know a lot how you feel about the tariffs. Also, I do want to ask you one question. Is your hair on your Anakin okay? Is it glued on tight enough for you?
Oh, it's beautiful, baby. It's gorgeous. I put it back away, but I'm so happy. I thought I was gonna have issues because I remember I was defending. I think I was like defending the fact that Hottoys. We've only seen like. It was that night that I think Lael and I got heated for a sec about we've only seen like one issue here and one issue there, and I feel like everything was getting blown out of proportion. I thought I was gonna get jinxed, and mine was gonna come, but no, it came out amazing, and I'm happy and excited. I did order Sith eyes for him from OT Customs, so nice. I can't wait to get those.
Nice.
Yeah, so Lael said a lot of what I said earlier, where I do not like when people go, it could be worse. It could be worse. It should be nothing. That's what it should be. It should be zero, because some dumb fuck thinks that they know how to do business, but they've had like 9 bankruptcies. They don't know business, and government. You can't run government like a business anyway. It doesn't. It doesn't work that way. Also, I looked up the UK-US deal. There's still a 10% tariff in place. The only thing that they've reduced the tariff on was car imports. A lot of luxury cars coming from the UK, and aluminum. So, motherfuckers, we're going to get cheap aluminum and we're going to build our own cases. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go to Ooze Nest in the UK. We're going to order our stuff made and we're going to build them together. You can check out my video on my channel. So these deals, one real quick anecdote about deals. This person was like, oh, we have a terrible deal with Canada. We have a terrible deal with Mexico. These deals, who the hell would have made this deal? That motherfucker made that deal. He made that deal in like 2018. Like, they named it something different too. It used to be NAFTA, but then they changed it to some another name. And he made the deal. And then he wants to make it a 51st state, which, why? Why are we doing this again, people? Why? Anyway.
I mean, well, let's, yeah.
And 100, listen, China holds all the fucking cards. We can't make any of our stuff without the precious metals, the metals that they have. Like, there's no missiles and defense thing. They're not giving any of that to us at the moment, or selling it to us or anything because of these 145 things in tariffs. But there's all kinds of horrible things going on right now. I'm hoping my parents can make it back in the country from Greece when they come back in November, because my dad has a green card. I don't know if he's. I don't know what's gonna happen. There some weird things have been happening even to citizens while they were coming back in. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see in November, and I'll let you guys know. Now for the Snape.
I get it. Hold on, I want
Snape.
to give you. Hold on, I'm gonna give you that. Give me 1 second. 12-inch Mule Stream says Thank you for the $5 bomb. Said so. If a private citizen ships me a $300 hot toy from Japan, where does the tariff get collected by U.S. Customs to UPS, and what is the percentage?
That's what I was asking.
Yep.
So here's the thing. This is part of the de minimis. Did you buy it private, like off of a BST? That might be different, but if you get it from eBay, you are going to be paying anywhere between I think it's up to $100, whichever's cheaper. It's like a certain percentage, up to $100, whichever is cheaper. And yes, you will get like either UPS, DHL, although DHL is not even shipping anything to the US for anything over $800. So that's going to be interesting, not having a delivery partner delivering stuff here. Now I'm not sure if it's a private customer that you paid friends and family, maybe. I don't know how that's all going to work. They do have to declare what it is. Maybe they can say it's a gift, and you don't get charged. But anything that you buy overseas is going to get anything under $800 is not going to get like the 145% tariff or whatever. It's going to get the because usually the tariff is for importing goods, that wholesale goods that you
exactly.
But we're gonna pay on that too. So like if you go to AliExpress and you just buy like that's where I get a lot of my LED lights, because there's a lot of stuff on AliExpress that you cannot get on Amazon, like the little electrodes. I'm trying to make my own lightsabers. I'm trying to do all kinds of stuff that you see some of these other customizers do, because I want to see if I can do it myself. And a lot of that stuff is available on like AliExpress, and you're gonna pay a tax on that when it comes in. So it's all about getting a little guy for this stuff, which is sad. It makes me very sad. But yeah, Moose. Hopefully they don't declare it as a lot of money.
Right.
Yeah. But this Snape, and the crazy thing is, this Snape doesn't go with the 3 kids. 3 kids are from the Philosopher's Stone.
From the first
This guy is from the Order of the Phoenix or something like that. I forget which one, but in the later one. So does that mean InArt has the license for the later movie? Because I would love Harry, Hermione, and Ron from those.
I think we'll most likely get those. Absolutely, I can't see them not doing those.
So many, a Sirius Black would be amazing. Just there's so many that they can do. And in those later, darker Harry Potter movies, I'm excited for this one, especially this house. I know how Lael feels because we've had this discussion before. So we have 2 very big Harry Potter households here on the stream. So yeah, it's very exciting. I wish he came with more shit, but it is the what is AG? Oh my God, my chemistry. AG is that's mercury, right?
Mercury. No. Yep.
Yeah.
Mercury.
All right. Yep. So it's their mercury level, which is not quite platinum, not quite gold.
Was Superman that same level? Was that a mercury release as well? The Superman?
I do not remember. I know the highest one so far was the 4-pack of the Joker.
Yes.
That Joker 4-pack was like everything you can think of.
Adamantium.
Adamantium. But yeah, I can't. Oh no, AG Silver. You're right, Ghetto Yoda. Damn it.
Silver?
You're right.
Oh, it's silver.
And OG fan.
Silver.
It's silver. Duh.
Aluminum.
Dude,
right.
The other day I was lucky enough to get boron in a crossword puzzle. So I was very happy about that. But yeah, I'm excited. He's going to go in the pop culture living room. He's not going to be displayed here. he's gonna go down with the rest of the figures for the family. So pretty excited about that.
It's a real elegant figure. I can definitely see, this one being like in the living room. I mean, yeah, it's just something about the NR figures. This and the Lord of the Rings ones, they just have a certain elegance to them. They really do.
Yep.
Yeah, but that looks amazing.
Where's my Christopher Reeves in art?
For real.
Superman.
Been waiting for that one. Another nice looking figure that came out this week was this boy right here. And I feel a little all right, so I'm of two minds of this. One, I want it. I really want this. I love the old man energy. I mean, Harrison Ford is one of my favorites. I think he's everybody's favorite, to be quite honest with you. Even him as an old man now, it's just like he just looked like his back hurt. He just looked like he is not about the bullshit. I definitely want it. But here's the thing. We did just talk about, buying responsibly. We did just say, we just can't pre-order everything anymore. These things are going up. They're harder to get in the country. It's a whole lot of shit going on right now. We all know that. But here's the thing. Is this the version that we really want? And for some, maybe a lot, it's not. Because I know a lot of people kind of mixed on this movie. I never saw the movie. I'm just going to say that. I never saw the movie. I need to go and watch it. The movie was beat up so much, I was kind of exhausted even trying to watch it. Because I'm like, damn, this is like everybody kind of ruined it for me. Here's the thing, though. I'm thinking Raiders of the Lost Ark came out 1981. I was born 1981. So that gives us about 6 years into the 50th anniversary. God damn, I'm getting old. But anyway, 6 years to the 50th anniversary. My thoughts. What the hell am I saying? My thought on this is, here it is. We're gonna get a Raiders of the Lost Ark 2.0, a young indie, and that may be the one to go for. But yet we're talking about something years away, doesn't exist. Who knows if they're even gonna fucking make it? So what do we do? Do we wait for that one, or do you get with the present? I'm gonna throw this to Lael. Your thoughts on the piece and your thoughts on all that.
We talked about this like last night, bro. Like, I mean, I know this movie's not gonna be for everybody, but if you're an Indiana Jones fan, you just love the adventure. And I think that each movie, regardless of what the stakes were or what the theme of it was at that time, but the narrative, but I think no, let me rephrase that. No matter how it was written, the narrative was still the same. And that's, again, an adventure. It's an archaeologist going on, the hunt for something that, is, to most unattainable. Listen, Dollar Destiny, bro, I enjoy for what it was, because, again, this was a man who was aged, and to see him in that particular time period, I loved how they did it. Yes. There was a lot of losses. He was dealing with grief as well. If you haven't seen it, and I'll just leave it there, Jay. There's a lot that goes with it. If you saw, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, then the grief comes in this particular movie for a particular reason. We knew what happened at the end of that movie, but in this movie, you find out that things went completely left. There's a lot that goes into it. I thought, Phoebe Waller-Bridge, I love her as an actress, bro. She got a lot of hate for reasons that I don't fucking understand, but that's what it is, bro. Anytime we live in this day and age, bro, like, and people will hide behind that bullshit, man. Well, I don't know. It's just because why can't it just be a bad actress, or why can't they just, man, fuck out of here, bro. It's always the same shit. When it comes to a woman, it always gets fucking grief, bro. Anytime she's in a film, and is always charged that particular way. I thought she did a phenomenal job for what was given to her. Again, this movie's not going to be for everybody. And was it perfect? Hell no, it wasn't perfect at all, bro. It wasn't Raiders. I rate Raiders, out of all movies, Raiders was always going to be my top nuts because that's my era. Now, as far as a figure, I think what the smart move would have been, especially if you saw this movie, and I'm pretty sure people saw the previews for it or the trailer for it, he was de-aged at one point. Yes. And they show you why. Basically, there's, so I think that what they could have actually done was give us 2 head sculpts, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They could have did that, give us different hands. There's certain things that they could have actually done, but they didn't. They could have went back in the days of old with the DX figures where you give us 2 bodies. You know what I mean? Something like that. If you wanted to get like, something, if you wanted to have that version.
Would have been well worth it for Indy.
You know what I mean? But I think, I enjoy Indiana Jones because it's Indiana Jones. I enjoy the films because the music, the score, and everything that we get from it is reminiscent of what we got in the very beginning. John Williams' score is always going to be top notch.
Yes.
And I had no problems, with it. I had a good time with the film. Now, whether or not you're going to get this figure, I think it's entirely up to you. I mean, if you don't want it, if you want to wait on Indy, I don't know. We don't know in this space if we're going to get it soon or later, or we don't know. But I just think that if you want it, get it. If it begs your interest at that point, it's an opportunity to get something. Get it. If you don't, if you want to wait, then wait. That's just the way I see it. But I don't know. Beggars can't be choosers in this aspect of it. I don't have an Indiana Jones, bro. I thought about getting this figure, but then when I thought about it, I was like, you know what? I could still be a fan of the film and not collect the figure.
Yep.
I could still be a fan of Indiana Jones, which I am. I am a super fan of Indiana Jones and not collect, this collectible figure, bro. This 1/6 scale figure. You know what I mean? But again, like I said, choose your own battles. Everybody out there, you may not want it. If you want to wait, because your wait might be worth it. We've seen in the past people who have waited for certain figures, they've gotten their wishes. Some people who are waiting for figures, you're like one of the grails that he collects because you've been waiting too long. You know what I mean? So it just depends on how you want to go about it. So I don't know, man. I like it. I like it. Looks great, bro. The tail and this Harrison Ford sculpt is one of the best I have ever fucking seen, bro.
Totally.
That's Harrison Ford. That is old man Harrison Ford, bro. From the scar on his chin to the the slight crookedness of his nose, to his his old man grizzled, grumpy look. That's him, bro. That's him all day. The only thing is I haven't seen this. I don't even think you can remove the hat. I don't know.
No, the hat is it's just like the Back to the Future 3 figure.
Yeah, so
the hat can't be removed. I mean, did you want him without the hat? You know what I'm saying?
You
So,
don't.
yeah,
You don't.
yeah.
You definitely don't. But I think for what it is and all the accessories, bro, he's worth if anybody who's going after it. Whoever's getting this piece, it's an incredible piece from the base. The accessories, even some of these pictures, they killed it, bro. So I think it's an A+ figure to me, bro.
They really did. I just love. Hold on, I love this pose right here. This is just.
There's one like when you go forward. There's one that caught my eye yesterday, and I was like, "Yo, that is fucking amazing, bro!" Like it's the one where you see the name of the figure and he's on top of the axle. It is fucking incredible, bro.
Is this it? Hold on.
Nah, you got to keep going. If you keep,
hold on, I want to find it.
If you keep going, I'll show you. Keep going. Hold it. Go back. That one. Now go back. Can you pan out of this a little bit? Because I can't.
Let me hold on. Let me just do
bro,
this.
This one, look at that, bro. I love this. I don't know why, but I fucking love this photo, bro. Because I love the lighting on this, bro.
Yes, the lighting. They did their thing.
Lighting on this, it looks like a still from the fucking film, bro. And I think they killed it. So I love it.
Looks good. It looks really damn good. Do want to give a couple of shots out before we continue. Austin C, what's up with you? I did get your pictures, bro. Damn, I just didn't have time. I was dealing with Bella. I didn't have time to bring because I was actually going to throw them up on the show for you. But I definitely will do that during another live stream, or I will do it next week on Best of the Best. But thank you so much for sending that, and it looks good. It looks damn good. My brother did a dope ass kid bash of Superman. He the NR Superman looks amazing. Definitely, bro. Definitely get that on Figure Flex Friday, brother. You know what I'm saying? Get that drink, get that blicky posted, brother. Definitely also want to give a shout out to S Beam. S Beam, we need you back on the show, brother. I know you're probably working, but we need you back on the show. Also, everybody, we got Queen Luminar in the building. What's up with you?
Lumi.
Definitely we'll have Lumi on the show next week if she wants. Definitely.
Box watch.
It is going to be a thing of the past. Also, Luminar has a YouTube channel.
Yes. Yes.
Definitely.
I subscribe today. I suggest anybody out there subscribes. I'll put the link in even the Figure Flex Fry. I think she's probably already done it.
Yep.
But I'll even put the link up. Anybody who'll be on Uncivilized Scoundrels tonight, I'll put the link up as well. You can actually go ahead and sign up her channel. It's definitely one that is growing. You need to get on top of it, man, and support.
Absolutely.
Plain and simple, man. Let's go.
Absolutely. Definitely make sure you subscribe to Sis's channel. Absolutely. Also, the man, the myth, the legend himself that saves me every time I don't buy a figure or forget to pre-order a figure. Ray from Hogwarts, that is my guy. Make sure you buy from Ray. Nothing but just great, excellent service. Gets it shipped to you. You be talking to him, making a deal, and he's already printing out your label to get it shipped to you. And he gives you stickers and a corresponding comic book to go with your figure. It's a care package from Ray. Get the care package from Ray. That's Hogwarts Toys. That's my guy, definitely. Also, Ben Thomas, what up with you, brother? How you doing, bro? We got to stop bullshitting and get you on here. It's getting crazy, bro. We got to do it. Definitely want to keep moving on with this one. Indiana Jones, take it away, Howard. I think you said you got this one inbound already. Your thoughts on the piece?
They said I should receive it in 1 to 3 business days. I don't know what that's going to look like when it gets to the port over here. So we shall see. I think, was it Costa? You think whoever they shipped it with is going to reach out to me and charge me?
Yeah, they should. That's how it like when a item comes in that's like over the the minimus back in the day, you would get you would have the DHL or UPS or whatever would reach out, and they wouldn't take it deliver it to you until you paid it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's how I should expect it. This looks like a great piece. I've been wanting it for a long time. Like Lael said, I think it's phenomenal. I did not see the movie either, Jay. But it's different because like we're thinking like Marvel or DC, something that's new, contemporary, modern, and then it does well in the movie theater. You could be like, oh, I'm not getting that figure. But this is Indiana Jones. Like this is like it. So it's like for you to pass on that just because the movie didn't do good, it's the character. The character is bigger than the movie. So it's like you gotta get it.
Yeah, bro.
And it would be nice to get the young and the old, but like I'll be satisfied with this one because this is Harrison Ford, how he looks now, how we currently see him. And I just think this is one of the last times or one of the last few movies he's probably going to do next couple of years. So it's like, yeah, the young one is cool, but I think this one is the one to get.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, and I or like to echo what you're saying, how like I would love to have it. I missed out on the actual pre-order, so I never really got a chance to actually get it when it was available. But I'm okay with it, bro, because I'm glad, for those who did get this piece and they'll have it in their collection. Bro, I'm happy to see, something. If it's special to me, then it's special to individuals out there who wanted to purchase it, bro. So.
I think they're going to do a young one. Because they got to use his likeness because they use his likeness for Red Hawk and now this. I think this is a perfect shot because this looks like the actor. Yeah, this looks like a real photo right here.
That and that's the one thing why I want it, because we all know Hottoys goes crazy with people of a certain age. Like the work is just on next level. Like look at that. That looks like that looks like a photo. Like y'all said, that doesn't even look like a toy. That's ridiculous. That is, damn, that's good. That looks amazing. Chris, Press X, your thoughts on this wonderful piece, brother?
Ooh, it belongs in a museum.
Nice.
It belongs in a museum, and so do you.
Stole my line.
I don't know. I'm just making this up as I go along. All right.
Damn, look at that pose. Damn it.
I think, it turned out really, really great. I will say it turned out great. The tailoring on this, the fact that you did get a leather jacket and leather shoes, which goes to prove they can do leather goods when they want to do leather goods.
Yep.
They just decide they'll do it when they want to do it, and if they don't, well, go figure. But the base on this, if you got the deluxe with the base, that base is amazing. Actually,
I did.
The versatility with it, just that in and of itself, help. That brings this figure to life. It's just that storytelling, that environmental storytelling, and you could just do so much with it. And so I love the accessories. I think the accessories turned out well. This is not the Indiana Jones for me personally, and reason being is I've seen every Indiana Jones. I own 4 out of the 5 Indiana Jones films. I own the soundtracks, the scores, the film scores to all of the Indiana Jones.
I knew he was going to say
that. I have that.
I knew it. I was waiting to hear that come.
I've got them. I've got them all. Literally. Let's see. Wait for it,
bro. I'm telling you, he got the story of all of our mom's life on vinyl.
Let's
see. He's breaking them out. Oh shit.
Let's see. It's probably backwards, but it's Crystal Skull. Let's see. Oh, look at that.
Ooh.
That's Crusade.
Nice.
Oh, look at that. Temple of Doom.
See?
Oh, look at that.
See?
And somewhere around here is that film. So. Yeah, I like Indiana Jones. I
really
of
my mom's life, bro, for real. That's why I asked. Do you?
I'll never tell. I made your mom a promise I would never tell. But
oh my god,
Bill's mom, I got you. In any case, this is not the representation that I personally would want in my collection. Just because I do have a fondness. I don't know if it's just the nostalgia, but I do have a fondness for the first 3 films, specifically Last Crusade. Like if I could get Indiana Jones, and if I could get his father, if I could get Sean Connery and Harrison Ford, and they did a 2-pack of that, and hell, if they want to go back and like, hey, here's Short Round from Temple of Doom, I'd be like, all right, yeah, Short Round, let's do it. But this is one of those figures I doubt they'll ever make again.
Yeah.
I really, really do. However, if you wanted to have in your collection, a representation of Indiana Jones, and as I said before, the greatest adventure Indiana Jones has ever gone on is life. Like, and this is him towards the end of his life. He's lived a life, and they're definitely going to be doing, the younger version. And so to have where he started and where he finished. Although if they would give us a River Phoenix, I don't know. I think I would buy. I think I would buy that too. So, but if you could have the younger and the older, standing side by side, you would have a really solid display. But if you're a serious, if you're a super indie fan, then Hottoys did right by you, and this is going to look great in your collection.
Absolutely, absolutely, for sure. Want to throw it to Loco Lu. You getting this, bro?
Sadly, no. I am not getting it. It was in my radar, but I didn't see the film. It was more for the character himself because, it's Indiana Jones. Regardless of how you cut it or slice it, old or younger, it's Indy. And this is probably, it has been 7 years, maybe longer for the last Indiana Jones figure we got from Hottoys.
Yeah.
And, something about them doing the older ones just hit harder than the younger cast of the actor. For some reason, the sculpting, I don't know if it's because they put more emphasis in the paint for the sunspots that's on their skin or whatnot, or the wrinkling, and however they age the figure to make it look as good as it does, it just speaks volumes. But I did miss it. It may be something I may backtrack and get, because this is one of those figures that you don't need a lot of pieces to collect. It's its own standout piece. This is on the same plane as Captain Jack Sparrow, whether you got artisan or the deluxe version without the sculpt, this fits on that same plane. You have a representation of film on there with arguably one of the most iconic characters in cinema history. You know, Harrison Ford's been in so many films that, you know, just having a indie, doesn't matter which indie, you know, it's just gonna, you know, make heads turn for those who are, you know, movie buffs. But I may chase this down the line. It gives me something to hope for. Hopefully with all this import tariffs stuff, you know, died down, and, you know, money starts to go up again, because you know the saying, once things go up, the only thing last to go up your paycheck. So
yeah.
So, you know, as long as it's out and about and people, you know, take care of their stuff, and being that this is leather on the jacket, you know, I could wait a little bit and, you know, backtrack and get one that's never been opened, you know, and still get that new toy smell, you know, and that's something that we all like. We like that new toy smell. But damn, you know, it's just so much coming out at once.
Yes.
And we knew this was going to happen because it happens every single spring.
Yep.
Every single spring we go through a drought, a oversaturation of pre-orders, a pushback on some that are supposed to come out, and we get pushed forwards for one or two of them to get us excited and hyped, just so that way we could forget that, oh yeah, we have this coming, this is getting paid for. That's how I ended up with like 4 figures ordered in 1 week. I'm like, oh shit. So
absolutely.
Gotta be careful what you're doing. If you want it, go get it. If you don't, you know, sit back and relax. And that's
exactly
what relax.
Exactly. But I hear you, like you said, tracking it down. And I think a lot of people, it happens, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I like your places, like your Rays, the Tale of Two Rays.
Mm-hmm.
You can go through there. Comic shops are getting stuff too. You know what I'm saying? Go there. Hey, like I said, I may be getting a do back at some point. So, and that's through my comic shop. So it's things like things that you were missing or you weren't thinking of getting, and you're like, damn, this would look good. Like maybe I can. There's always a way. There's always a way. BST groups, there's always a way. So,
or if there's a figure, there's always a.
There you go.
There's a figure you want. There's always a Ray.
There's always a Ray. Absolutely. Rounding this out, Costa, your thoughts on Indiana Jones?
I think this looks great. I think everything came out good. I attempted to watch this movie and I couldn't make it through. I got like 30 minutes in, but there were situations happening, so I have to go back and retry it where I can have undivided attention. I'm thinking about doing, from now on, all my movies, I will do this challenge where you don't have your phone near you while you're watching the movie. And then after the movie's over, you can't Google the movie. You can't look the movie up at all. And you just have to sit there with it, like back in the day. You're like, all right, I just saw a movie. Now I can't even see if that actor's been in another movie, but I'll live. But yeah, I think this is a great figure. But I am one of those people that I want the younger Indiana Jones, and you can go custom, you can go present toys, you can go other ways to do it. So yeah. But yeah, if you're getting it, that's awesome. It's awesome.
It's a wonderful looking piece. It really is. So for these next two topics, I'm going to be throwing them to Lael and Chris because I know you guys got to leave to do Uncivilized, correct? Is that tonight?
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to throw this. So Lael, I want to throw this to you real quick. We got this earlier on early in the week, and I didn't have time to make a video about it, but I fucking loved this movie. I loved it so much. I'm actually going to go see it a second time, taking mom to see it on Saturday because it was great. Now, here's the thing. I'm excited for this, and I'm excited for the new Avengers. I think they should have I think they should have. It's funny that they put up the posters and everything like that. I'm like, dude, how did it's funny. It was a nice little thing to have at the end of the movie. Find out what that asterisk was for, and there we go, the new Avengers. So with these new Avengers, I'm really happy about it. But I do have some questions because we did see this before. We saw this shit with the Guardians of the Galaxy, which I would say is kind of at one point was a way more popular lineup of characters that they did not go in on. We got a lot of them, but we didn't get all. We had some key characters missing. Another Drax, another Mantis, what the hell? But do you think, so the question is, do you think that we're going to get all of these? Or what's your thoughts?
First off, if you look at Red Guardian, his suit real quick, doesn't it look like Optimus Prime?
It damn sure does.
All right, so it does, bro. You look at it real quick, but but no, I honestly think, to be quite honest, bro, I think for certain, we're going to get Red Guardian, Yelena, and Bucky.
Yeah,
I think for sure, because they're all three standouts.
Yeah.
I'm just really uncertain about. I would want to say Ghost, but that's to be determined. But they will fuck around and give us Taskmaster, bro. They will. It's as weird as it sounds. They will fuck around.
That's gonna be weird. And we're looking at it. That looks like a new figure. Because what I liked about it, and I'm not spoiling this, what I did like about it, that they actually made her look like a female in a costume, and they didn't try to bullshit us. They didn't try to, do the 52 fake out this time. But
but I think they heard the response, and Marvel heard the response when it came to the, disgruntled feelings about what they did, the gender switch. And it wasn't, here's the thing. The gender switch would have been accepted if we knew that in the very beginning. If they didn't make it look like, the body of a man, and then once she takes the helmet off, it's a woman. We didn't know that, and it made no sense. That switch was one of the dumbest switches I've seen in historical, filmmaking.
It literally killed that.
Because you should have did that. But at the same time, bro, like if they would have did that, if they would have did this, they would have accepted it. But I think it was them, playing cleanup with this movie. You know what I mean? They were playing cleanup. I beg to differ. I will respectfully disagree with you, 12-inch moves. They need a Taskmaster in the MCU.
They do.
They definitely
the real comic book.
They 100% need a Taskmaster, because the Taskmaster's influence, especially in the comics, reverberate all through the Marvel universe.
Yes.
He is that important. So they do need to have one. But I think what they did was they heard the community, they heard the backlash, and that's why, she had a quick. I'm just not going to spoil it. It is what
I
it is.
haven't seen it yet.
Seen it. We'll just leave it in that space. So again, but they'll fuck around and give us that figure, and if they do, I'll get it. I'm not gonna lie, I'll get it, because it'd be interesting to see. But the Ghost, I would love to get Ghost too, but I know for certain we will definitely get Taskmaster. Bucky, Yelena, and the Red Guardian. I definitely think we'll get that, and I'd be cool with it if they give us all of them. But see, here's the thing: the reason why my hesitation is there, bro, and which I'm glad that somebody corrected me and brought it to my attention. We did get 3 of the actual Resistance figure, if you count Johnny Storm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we did get 3, but we just didn't get Elektra, and we haven't gotten Oppenheimer. And we haven't gotten and we haven't actually gotten Gambit. So what I mean?
It's gonna happen.
Those are the 2 figures that we still haven't gotten yet, but who do tell in time we'll actually get it. But with these 3, I think for certain we will get a Sentry. So we know we'll get a Sentry. Sentry is just not a part of the team.
Hold on real quick. Now, I think we will get a Sentry, because come on, he looks fucking badass, and it's the Sentry. But they made a big they big him too. But yeah, I want him as Bob, but they made a big deal about his hair change. And as soon as I saw that, it's funny when we watch these movies, I be thinking about Hottoys the whole time. That's just how it is. That's just how the ecosystem works. So, but I was like, do you think they would do a fucking rooted century? Do you think that is a possibility about artisan century that they would do that?
Honestly, I would check out if they did. Because I just don't want to go through that anymore, bro. I just.
But what if they gave you? But of course, I think they would. If they would do it, they would probably do it. They would probably give you a sculpted option as well.
Yeah, I and it's not even checking out because it's artisan. It's because I don't want to go through that whole fucking Q shit anymore, bro.
Exactly.
I don't. Yeah. But if they did it, you know, I think it would work. You know what I mean? I think it would definitely work. Would I need it as a rooted? No, I probably wouldn't. Yeah. But I think they will give us that figure. And here's a little nugget that I didn't really never mind, because Costa didn't see it yet. But it was something that I did not realize watching this film, which was Valentina's assistant in the necklace that she was wearing.
What?
Yeah.
Huh?
If you go back and watch it, look at the necklace. It represents a character we haven't seen in the MCU yet. But if they bring it in, it is one of the original characters of the Thunderbolts. So, it'd be interesting to see how they can play that. So, but you know, I digress in that aspect of it. I do think we'll get at least 3 out of the 5 that we actually see here right now. Ghost, I would definitely want to get, and she's a major player. She's going to be in Doomsday. So,
yeah,
I think they would have to give us that figure too.
Absolutely.
It's just a matter of when and what's going to be labeled a Toy Fair exclusive.
Absolutely. Victorious Cantina, what's up with you, Vic? Good to have you here. This is good evening, gentlemen. Good evening. Good evening, sis. Good to have you here.
On that note, I'm going to get out of here, though. So I got to get prepped and ready, man. Thank you for having me here, man. And thank you for me, being here with Howard Collects, Crazy Costa, my therapist. You got Crazy Lou. Of course, my brother, as always, man. Appreciate it. Thank you for having me here, man. Everybody out there, have a great collecting weekend, man. And again, we know the tariffs are there, but don't let it steal your joy when it comes to collecting. Look at what you do have and enjoy what you do have. Look at everything that you can repose. Look at all the pieces, boxes you're probably sitting on right now. And just enjoy what you have, repose it. Hey, we still got Tina. She don't do tariffs. You can sing your stuff over there to her. Root the hair. So that's what I'm talking about, man. I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all later on. Peace out.
You too,
right after this show, man. Talk to y'all later.
Civilized Scoundrels. Thank you so much, Lil. I mean, damn it. Thank you so much, Layel. Thank you so much, Layel.
All right, man.
Oh my God.
Peace, Lou.
What I did,
I was thinking. That's terrible. I don't even remember my own panel names. That's a goddamn shame. Anyway, bars.
Meanwhile, moving over to Chuck. Chuck, what do you think about these figures? Who the hell do you think? I mean, Chris.
Chris, what do you think about this?
BRB.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, like everything Lael said. Yes, absolutely. No, I don't have much of a horse in the race when it comes to Marvel, but that is by design, because Marvel is its own thing. I mean, just look at how many people are represented right here, and that's not everyone. Right. You know, we're missing Walker, we're missing Sentry. So just that right there would be seven figures. Yeah. And when we're talking about space, when we're talking about money, we're talking about pre-orders. That's thankfully an avenue I just can't quite go down. But for anyone who is into Marvel and collecting the Marvel, you're about to be eaten real good, because we got some Fantastic Four on the way. We got hopefully they'll expand out this line and give us every single one of these figures that they've shown. Hopefully they'll deliver, and hopefully they'll deliver on that last crew that they teased. And whatever reason, no Elektra, no Gambit. Come on, finish what you start. Don't otherwise it doesn't instill a lot of confidence in the collector to collect a line when they don't finish a line.
Exactly.
You're buying into it thinking they're going to give you what they're showing. And when they don't, you're left with just what they gave you. And it's like, well, that wasn't the deal. You showed me this team thinking I could have this team on my shelf, and you're like, well, we just decided not to make the rest of them. It's like, well, that's kind of shady. Just a bit. I won't go so far as to say false advertising, but false advertising?
Yeah, a little bit.
So if you're going to show it, deliver. And if you do, people will respect you, Hot Toys, because when you do deliver, you do it well. And so, deliver for the fans. If you're going to show it, make it. If you're not going to make it, then don't show it.
Yep.
And with that said, I'm going to tuck and roll and head over to Uncivilized Scoundrels. But thank you all for having me on. This talk of tariff. I know it's not a pleasant conversation. It is a reality. It is a reality that we have to deal with. And the thing is, it directly affects our joy. Like these things bring us joy. Yep. And anything that messes with your joy, it's going to bring up emotions, very strong emotions, because these things, all of this makes me smile. And I'm gonna roll out of here like a droideka, just right into Uncivilized Scoundrels. I have a feeling I'm at an age now where if I were to roll up, I don't think I'd be able to unroll. Just because I have a bad back. So we'll see. If I end up on the floor, just call someone, please. But but no, it's been great. Thank you all, and I can't wait to see what we get next, because all of this stuff is great, and I want it all. And but for right now, I'm going to content myself with this giant green lizard that I got in the mail, which makes me so damn happy. So thank you, and good night. Good luck.
Thank you so much, Chuck. Great job.
Hi, Chris. Chuck.
Oh, that's gonna stick. Chuck, formerly Press X. Yes. All right.
It's formerly.
Hi, Chris.
Thank you so much, brother.
Bye, Chris. I press Chuck to continue.
Figure Craft, what's up with you? Philly? What's up with you? You say, yo, what's up, dudes? Hope all is well. Hope all is well with you too, my brother. We gotta get you on here, man. It's been like forever, bro. I need to have you on the show, bro. Absolutely. Thank you for being here. So Costa, what do you think about all these wonderful guys? Did you get to see the movie?
I have no thoughts on any of this. I have not seen the movie.
Oh shit.
They could come out with them. Who cares? I don't care at this moment. After I see the movie, I'll probably be like, ooh, which one do I want? Which I'll not get any of them because I'm just doing Star Wars at the moment and the 80s movies that I like. So
there you go.
Not
a bad
will
collection.
They make all of them? They're not making all of these motherfuckers. They're going to be like, they're going to see the box office and be like, we can make Yelena suit black from the white. We already made Red Guardian. Like, they have that prototype. And Bucky, main staple. Yeah, they got plenty of Bucky. So I don't know if they'll be doing any of the other ones, to be honest. But yeah. Sucks for the Drax is gonna come out in like 4 years.
When
we forgot about it.
When everybody sells off the line and they can't find the damn figures no more, then I'm like, oh, here he is, Drax.
Exactly.
Bastards. Loco Lu,
Yes, sir.
Your thoughts on this? And did you see the movie as well?
Yes, I did. That's why I wasn't on last week.
me too.
You know, I would have, found another stream to be a part of, or just watch and whatnot and be in the chats. But I was MI freaking A, because all I wanted to do was see some good Marvel fun. And
yes.
Quick take on this film. It's given me that with what was left behind. So So you have to take that as is. It's like a cup of coffee with 1 scoop of sugar in it. You're gonna taste the sugar at the very end, or maybe not even at all, but it's gonna help, solidify the bitterness that was left behind. And that's if you are, not up to current events of what's going on and what's not continuing. So you're like, but this was great. We already have 3 of these 5 characters in front of us, and if we know anything in time, the only team that they officially got done, and it took them too long to do so, was Justice League, and then soon after that, Endgame.
That too.
Don't forget about these guys.
Yeah.
No, Bad Batch doesn't count. Bad Batch doesn't count. You
why?
know why Bad Batch doesn't count?
It's a team.
No, because it's an animated series. They don't have to pay likeness rights.
Get the fuck out of here. Some of the
You may
best
not like it,
Star Wars ever created.
But what he's saying is it's a lot. Yeah, but what he's saying, Costa, that does make sense because it doesn't have a license.
I guess you're right there. You're right on that one. But if you're teasing it, they're working like.
I get what you're saying too.
They're working on that license, right?
No, you both got a point.
But here's another thing: how many flavors of Troopers do we got? Troopers is easy. We have so many Troopers.
Bad Batch. But it's Bad Batch.
Bad Batch is Troopers.
They could listen. Did you see Crosshair? They could have made none of it.
You can make an argument all you want, Costa. It took them forever to give us the Guardians. It took them forever to give us and I'm talking about the first Guardians of the Galaxy. It took them forever to give us 6 years
for like the Justice League.
6 years and plus for Justice League.
Yeah.
And they just now gave us the rest of Infinity War. Not Endgame, but you can say Endgame. Infinity War, and that was Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
Yes, they do, Pedro. They still need Tamora's license.
You see?
Because it is his likeness.
Yep. So
that's true. Damn.
I love Pedro Lopez coming in with the facts.
Yep. I stand corrected.
He's a stat boy on if we ever do points of articulation again.
Yeah, but CGI is not the same as the actual person. That's like, they took Brother Cuz's likeness and made him into this guy, and he ain't getting no royalties. You see what I'm saying?
They did it with They did it with Kid from the Job.
It's because they didn't use the cartoon likeness of the Bad Batch. They used Tamora's likeness for the figures of the Bad Batch.
Lou, you gotta what?
Even Rex. Faux show?
Yeah. Philly, you're right. Yep. We definitely gotta make that
but
right.
I'll tell you this.
That's the best course.
We've seen them incomplete Guardians 2. We see them incomplete Guardians 3.
Yes.
We see them do that with pretty much everything but Star Wars. So if you want to win Costa on an argument, they haven't completed but Star Wars.
Guardians 2 is missing Drax. That's it. Yeah. For some it's Dave Bautista then. Yell at Dave.
I looked at mine. I was like, bullshit, that collection is complete. But no, that Drax is from the first movie.
Yeah.
Right. Shit.
See?
Because they gave the little Groot Gamora. So you have
Oh,
Little
well,
Groot.
the first Guardians, they completed that collection barely.
They did because it was the hype. They
completed the Avengers.
It was the Deadpool. It was the Deadpool.
Did they complete?
Wave,
Yeah,
you know?
they did complete the Avengers.
They completed the Avengers.
They completed the Avengers too. Now, here's the thing. This is a mixed bag because the whole asterisk Thunderbolts into New Avengers. And here's the thing. Ain't nobody here a superhero. Everybody here is a villain. No, ain't no one a superhero. So changing the name is a little stinger. Yeah, I get it. And, you know, it's for more publicity for the actual films to get more people to come and watch it and stuff like that. I get it. But when it comes to collecting, it's not Avengers. It's Thunderbolts. And we all know it.
Yeah.
And we already got a Bucky. And then that Bucky sat. And then we got the Artisan Bucky, which I'm gladly a owner of as soon as it comes out and goes into my collection after the tariffs. But I also have a Taskmaster, and I got Taskmaster on the cheap, right? So since I got Taskmaster on the cheap, I was like, yeah, you know what? The figure's not bad. And I could just, you know, I could forgive the whole bait and switch that they did because they didn't do a bait and switch with Ghost, and they introduced Ghost as a female, and Ghost is a male in the comics. And, you know, we didn't get no backlash for it. We actually empathize and sympathize with the character. Girl couldn't stay still. Facing through everything. You know what I'm saying? So, so basically, you know, we accepted it. But, you know, in the film, everybody had a role. Everyone played the role. But if I was to get any figures from this line, honest to God, there's only 3 figures I would particularly get. Technically 4 if they do it. And I'm not going to say the other one because Costa hasn't watched it.
Yeah,
I don't want to ruin it for him. So, but for the 3 that I want to mention, it would be Red Guardian because that mofo was funny. He is funny.
He was great. He was definitely great.
He was funny. He stole the show for me. He stole the.
He did. No, he really did. He definitely did.
Like I saw myself in Red Guardian. Because you already know, screaming out for your child. You already know. So you know, and all of us here with the, I don't know about, you know, our boy Holland collects. Well, we're daddies here. You know, we're daddies to girls, and you know, we understand the feeling. But Ghost is another one. I love the way Ghost costume looks. It's modern. It's updated. It looks more modern to the point where Ghost looks like in Thunderbolts, because he went from white, which you saw Ghost in white, you know, in the, what was it, Ant-Man 2.
Yep.
And then, you know, it changed up into like a black tactical look, but it's just the color swap from the actual character.
Yes.
And this has that look. And she was badass to me. She was
dope. She was dope. I'm glad they gave her. They gave her just enough stuff to do in this one.
They gave her flowers. They
did. I feel like she was really utilized in this one. Definitely.
And the third figure that I will get from this, which it's not here, and that is Bob Sentry. Sentry. Because Sentry, the costume, I dig it.
Yes.
I really dig it. It's comic book accurate. It gives me that Wolverine vibe, Daredevil vibe, the MCU take on a classic suit. Captain America in Avengers, that first time we seen that suit.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
It's like, oh, modern take on Cap. Oh, this is badass. Oh, shit, he got the star, Captain Boricua all over again. Let's go.
No, it definitely gave you that feel when you saw the suit. It was, I mean, very faithful to the comic, and that's what we want: faithful to the comic, but also like brought into the real world. So yeah, I was digging it. I totally was digging it.
But no doubt they're gonna give us Yelena because she was like of the story.
They have to give us Yelena. I mean, she's really the star. She's the star of the film. They really have to give us that figure. So,
but I'm not paying no crazy price tags.
No.
They're fans.
Definitely have to wait to get these.
Because remember when she first came out in Winter Soldier?
Yeah, her figure was
Yeah.
very expensive. I forgot about that.
She
You're
was
right.
$264 or 200 and some odd dollars, and we were only paying $200 for Star Wars figures.
And she didn't even come with that much.
And she only came with hands.
Yeah. Wanna round this out. Howard Collects. Gideon,
yo,
brother, your thoughts. Did you see the movie, bro?
No, I haven't.
Damn. All right, we gotta go.
I know. I seen previews, so I know what happens and what doesn't happen. But yeah, so I would say it's interesting they didn't add John Walker or Bob.
Oh shit, they did they?
I made a joke on this post that they were going to make Bob, Sentry, and the Void a 3-pack. Because and I think they're teasing the Sentry with this orange yellowish light in the corner.
Yeah.
And he flies or whatever, so it's kind of like he's shining onto them like a sun or something like that. I don't know if this Winter Soldier will sell well. Hopefully he might, but I think people are going to be more interested in, like Loco Lu said, the artisan one. People will probably want the artisan over this one.
Yeah.
I think that if I do get anyone, most people are going to want to get Elena because she's the star of the film.
Yes.
I don't know why we don't see John Walker. I was thinking that. I was like,
yeah.
I would buy him.
Yeah.
I would buy him over Bob over Taskmaster and Ghost.
Oh, for sure.
And so for them not to be in this, they're clearly, I don't know if it's likeness. I just think they're going to do something different with those characters. That's why they're not in this group right here.
Yeah, it's weird that they didn't give him that. Which makes me think that they're probably still working on him because his suit was quite different this time around. Yeah. And they probably want to show him outside, of the cowl. So, they're not showing anybody's face here, but it's weird that they didn't. It's weird that they didn't include him in this picture. It makes me think they're probably working on him.
Even though I didn't see the movie, I did say I saw some spoilers.
Yeah.
So
don't spoil me.
The post-credit scene, they may make those figures.
Yes. Those suits. Yeah.
Son of a bitch. Suits.
So I don't know. Bob in the what gown is the scrubs? That should be a figure. When he first was introduced and fell out the box. Would you buy that?
No.
Yeah, I thought it looked cool. He had the scrubs and then he flies off or whatever.
Somebody will do it.
There's always third parties, man. There's always third parties. But
definitely.
But I would definitely want Sentry.
That's definitely going to be one.
Yeah, that's
the definitely one that I will be in if they announce it, which I think they will. I think the movie is doing well, and I think word of mouth is going to get around, and that's going to drive the numbers up. And I think it'll have enough. It'd be crazy if Sinners pops back up because that's going back into IMAX. So that I hope it does. I hope it holds the second week.
Would you buy a Sinners figure?
Yes, absolutely.
Warner Brothers,
absolutely.
You need to go ahead.
Absolutely. With those clothes, with the outfits and all, hell yes.
I haven't seen it yet. I'm waiting until later to take my wife to go see it. So
you gotta see it.
You
gotta run, not even walk, bro.
Yeah.
You're gonna want to see it at least twice. You're gonna want to see it more than once.
I'm headed towards my fourth viewing.
I've seen it. I've seen it twice already.
It's a great movie. It's a great film. But anyway, guys, that is going to be it for tonight. Guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight here. You guys are always rock stars on this panel. And make sure you guys subscribe to these. If you haven't, I'm sure all of we are family here. We have, but just if you haven't, make sure you subscribe to Costa Pop Culture Living Room. Make sure you subscribe to Loco Lu, and make sure you subscribe to my man Gideon. His real name is fucking Gideon. That is my man right there. Definitely. Want to thank you all for being here. Yeah, man, it's a great show. Let's start with you, Gideon. What you got going on, bro?
Work and sleep.
There you go.
and watching again the trailer to GTA 6, the second trailer they put out. Yeah.
Dude, I'm so stupid because when I saw that trailer, I was like, May 26th. Okay, cool. Damn, it's coming out soon. Didn't realize that was 2026. It's like, you got a year, fool. So, yeah, man.
What you slipped?
Yeah, definitely called me slipping. Yeah, I can't wait for that, but definitely. But thank you so much for being here, brother. Definitely.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Costa, what you got going on, brother?
First, I want to say Pop Culture in Australia has the Snape figure up. It's $416 US.
Whoa.
Coming from there.
Whoa.
I don't know what Spec Fiction's gonna have it for. I don't know what any other place, but it's and then tax and shipping. And the last time I got something from there, it was like it only cost me like $25 for shipping. But shit changes. That was a few years ago. But yeah, I'm excited. I think that's for what it looks like. I think it's a decent price. $416. That's like Hot Toys prices right there for they're rooted. What do I got going on? Fridays. We got nothing on Fridays because I don't do anything on Friday. But Saturday in the afternoons, I do a kind of a mishmash show of we talk about the week's news and toys. We talk about display cases and making them. We do a display showcase where we show off somebody from the community's builds that they've done. So you can see that anybody can make the stuff. You don't have to have be a great builder or an artist or whatever. You can make anything if you just have the patience and the time and you don't rush it. I have a Discord where we talk about all this shit. And and if you're interested in like 3D printing and stuff, we're doing dioramas over on this channel. It's crazy because I started 3D printing and then some of the guys who are part of the Discord were like, I need to get a printer, and a bunch of people got printers. So we're printing stuff.
Nice.
This month, we are going to be doing a channel print where if you do have a 3D printer, we're going to be printing together a couch. We'll get some files together. We'll talk about it Saturday, and we're going to 3D print a 6-scale couch for whatever figure you want. You want it to look leather? We're going to make it look leather. You want it to look whatever? We're going to do all that stuff. So the Discord, it's toys, displays, dioramas, all kinds of shit. And you can click on the link at my channel. But yeah, that's it.
There you go. Thank you so much. Can't wait to all that. That's pretty exciting that all y'all got 3D printers and y'all can share resources and build.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Shit, I had it somewhere around here. My I don't know what I did with it. It was my Death Star thing.
I wanted to see it. Well, he's looking for that.
Yeah, I got it. I found it.
You got it?
It's hidden. Like now, this is finally glued together.
Nice.
Yeah.
So there's enough space to put lights and stuff. I'm gonna put a acrylic sheet over it, but it's together. Sand it, spray paint it, light it up. So we're doing all. So this is gonna be back there. It's gonna be a whole wall. Not just this. There's gonna be the computers and stuff. I have all kinds of Death Star panels.
Amazing.
So,
that's amazing.
And an AT-AT head. I'm making one of those too.
Oh,
full
shit.
1/6 scale, 3-foot motherfucker. It's gonna be big. And we're gonna do a tie. we're gonna do a TIE fighter cockpit too. It's gonna be fun.
I like that dimension. A full 3-foot motherfucker.
It's like three. It's like 3 feet by 3 feet by 2 feet. It's massive. But I want to make it. I don't know why. I just want to make it. I have the file and I'm upscaling it. It's gonna be. I want a head coming out of the wall.
Oh,
I need a driver now,
dude. That's gonna be fucking awesome.
I want one.
If you get to do that, that's gonna. Yeah, I want to see that. I definitely want to see that. That's like on the level of the fucking Falcon cockpit. So yeah, if you do that, that's gonna be dope as shit. I want to see.
Yeah.
Please keep me posted on that.
We got the seat done. I wanted to see if I needed to make any changes on the seat, but we have to change the seat because the seat is not film accurate. We need to cut that motherfucker out. It's gonna be yeah, but yeah. So yeah, come and join us. Revolution.
Come and join Costa's Discord. There it is. Absolutely. Loco Lu, what you got going on, brother?
Man, Figure Flex Friday. This Friday, I'll be there this time. Had some stuff last week. Getting stuff ready for my 40th birthday. That's in Memorial Day, which I'll be doing something for Saturday for myself.
Nice. Nice.
Man, I'm usually around. You see me as Beams on Mondays, Miles on Tuesdays.
Yep.
Wednesdays, I do Cigars and Ash with my boys. It's our own podcast where we talk everything pop culture and we do film reviews, we do theories, shit. We even do drunk games while we're smoking cigars and stuff. So, you know, like we do trivia. So it just, you know, something fun that my boys wanted to do on Wednesday. So I do that on Wednesdays. When we do skip a day, I'll pop into Say What on Wednesdays if they're not doing anything. And then Best of the Best on Thursdays. Full roundup.
Full roundup, full rotation.
We definitely got to do a hash on Saturday. We have to talk. There's lots of shit coming out, and it's just not enough time in the day, especially with the girls getting all big. Because you know your little one's getting huge. Mine's is a monster already. So I'm like, time is not my friend right now.
I did not realize they grow so damn fast, Lou. It's ridiculous. I did not think. I thought I had a couple more years. She telling me what she going to do now. She's already a 3-nager. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
That's how it is. That's how it is.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for being here and all that you guys do within the community and providing information and all that good stuff. Thank you guys so much. And I know the viewers and the community out here feels the same way. Howard, brother, you know, continue to keep us updated on what's going on with pop culture. I do believe at some point they will get pop collectibles. Thank you. Did I say pop? I am tired, guys. I'm so sorry. I was helping second brother.
I'll give you an update on this guy because you said pop culture.
Oh shit, yeah. on pop collectibles. Let us know how that turns out because that ain't no small amount of money. And man. Yeah, they need to rectify that. Yeah. You know, especially
it's highway literally robbery. It is. You didn't send me. I just gave you free money, and you didn't send me anything for the items that I purchased.
If anything, you should have had yours before anybody else. Because you gave them,
you were saying that to me through the whole process. Yeah, and it was just weird that it just kept going by, and then when everyone else started to get theirs, that was the biggest red flag.
Yeah, that's not cool. They need to go ahead and make that right because that figure, like you said, that figure is going for like less money now because of the other one.
I'm losing money.
Yeah. And they should, they need to, for real, they need to send you one with interest, honestly. You know, that's how I look at it. That's how I look at it, you know, for sitting on your money as long as they did. It was a whole year, right?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. Well,
it was August 17, 2024.
Shit. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Too long for me, man. Nah, you ain't holding my money that long and not giving me shit. Fuck that.
Too much, too long. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for tonight. Remember to like, share, subscribe, bang that bell for notifications and all that good stuff. And remember, be excellent to each other. It's really important. Definitely. It's crazy times. But what we can do is we can all, be nice, be good to each other and try to make the world a better place. I know that sounds cliche, but it's a real thing, man. We all have to work together. We all in this shit together. So, take some time for each other, have patience, and just, try to do good in the world. That's how I say, try to do good. It's easy to be an asshole, but people that are assholes usually gets punched in the face. So take that for what it's worth. But anyway, guys, good night. We love you. See you next week.